every cent that you deserve for the terrible thing that was done to you.
That's why Brown and Crouppen. The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
Billiken Nation, this is Robbie Avila, and I can't wait to represent SLU for the Lou and our city's basketball team. Get your full season tickets now for as low as $125 or experience the excitement up close with 100 level seats for $540 by visiting slubillikens.com today. You won't even need my goggles, as there is not a bad seat in Schafer's Arena. Pack Schafer's Arena to cheer on an exciting brand of basketball. Buy your tickets now by visiting slubillikens.com today.
The Illinois Recovery Center is dedicated to providing precise and authentic care to those seeking help and treatment. Recovery, it's not just a goal, it's a transformative journey. At Illinois Recovery Center, you'll find an unwavering commitment to provide the support, guidance, and personalized care you or your loved one needs to rediscover a life filled with purpose, strength, and lasting renewal. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please call 888-472-9559 or visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com. Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with Seth Goldcamp of Design Air Heating and Cooling, and I have been a long-time Design Air client. What separates you guys from everybody else?
It's becoming more common for companies to just get their foot in the door. They try to come up with different ways to upsell. They try to see how much they can make off of a customer as opposed to, hey, we're in there to do a service. We're going to do it well. We're going to do it for a fair price.
I don't know how many emails I have received from our listeners who experience the incredible customer service Design Air Heating and Cooling provides. It's Design Air Heating and Cooling, online at designairservice.com.
Listeners ought to check out Collier and Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier and Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier and Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier and Thompson, come home to quality, online at collierandthompson.com.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan, and I am here with James Carlton of the Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency. James, I love getting emails from listeners who support the sponsors. Got one from a client of yours who switched, and you immediately saved him $1,000, and it meant the world to him.
The area that we're really having an impact on people's finances are people with drivers under the age of 25. We are seeing material savings for these types of clients, hundreds, if not even thousands of dollars per year.
James Carlton, Carlton State Farm Insurance Agency, 314-961-4800, or go online at carltoninsurance.net.
Hey you, it's Dr. Pryor. If your mouth's been getting more action from late night pizza than it has from a toothbrush, it's time to come see me. At 100 West Dental, we know how to clean up your act and your smile. Whether it's overdue cleanings, a chipped tooth from a wild weekend, or just getting that fresh, I'm definitely not hungover grin, we got you covered. Look, we know you're not shy, so why shy away from getting your teeth right? Book your free consultation at 100westdental.com and let's give you something to smile about. Because hey, you deserve to be as smooth as Tim's golf swing.
Introducing the first ever TMA Banty Brew, a 16-ounce canned wheat ale with orange and coriander and an image of the TMA boys on the front. The Banty Brew, a refreshing ale made with white wheat, ground coriander, and fresh whole oranges. And now you can pick up the TMA Banty Brew at Salt and Smoke or at any area Friar Tuck's location. Must be 21 or older to consume or purchase. See the can at TMASTL.com and find a participating location to try it for yourself. Brought to you by Charlottesville Brewery and Winery in St. Genevieve, Show Me Beverages, and Salt and Smoke. Find out more at TMASTL.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day. Rise and shine, St. Louis. It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After on KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. At the Morning After STL on YouTube and on TMASTL.com with Tim McKernan, Doug Vaughn, Iggy Strode, and Action Jackson.
7:07 in St. Louis. You're listening to TMA. Welcome, friends, to the Muggin' Ass St. Louis Acura, Muggin' Ass Burkhardt. Carlton Toyota, 7 o'clock. Our TMA is presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. Call in, Callier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA. Text in, Schafer Door Company, text inbox, 314-881-TMA5, and email in for our design, air, heating, and cooling. Email the day, the morning after, at InsideSTL.com, and the YouTube chat is where many hang out, Doug, like John Scores, Doggy season ticket holder, Ted Gann or Ted Gahn?
I don't know.
Ted Ginn.
Ted Ginn. And he won the Heisman? And now he's in our YouTube chat.
Is he really? Same guy? Okay.
MD 2020 is in there, too. They're
What are they
still
doing?
doing show crap, Ted Gann said.
Show crap.
I don't know.
Well, what do you expect? You expect it to be completely different today? It's not going to be.
What makes you say that?
We've prepared nothing for yous. We just sit down and warble. That's it.
I got takes.
You've listened in the past and thought this was some well-thought-out presentation? Well, that's on you, pal.
I got great takes.
We have hot takes, for sure. And I've got the mittens here in case they get too toasty.
Yeah.
Because I don't want my fingertips burnt.
They're brought to you by EDF. Jackson, did you send the captain's log?
Did I? Doug said he didn't get it either, so maybe I didn't.
I got the email, but I don't have the spreadsheet. What do you call it?
Your
Spreadsheet proper?
attachment didn't come.
It didn't come?
No.
All right. Well, no problem. I'm a
Gosh. It's already Thursday and somebody's taking off for the weekend.
I'll be damned. I didn't even attach anything.
No, you sure didn't.
It's
You
only
sure
the live reads, which pay the bills. But yeah, I guess we'll just skip those.
didn't. He's on autopilot.
He is. Unbelievable.
Doug, I already told you last. I'm just going to send it to Tim.
Yeah. Okay.
Anybody.
Take a moment here and
Good morning, boys. Gag on me, Doug. That's Jeff. I'm just reading them all. How about Jaws return, JB? I guess that's an NBA text. That's from the Loomster. Doug, you going to be any good to us today after the Thomas injury and all? That's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson. Does Iggy work at Diamonds Direct now? I don't know what that means, but it's from the Veiled Prophet. Hottest show on YouTube. I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's from the Veiled Prophet. Or no, that's from Jonathan Mardukas. Are we sticking with hashtag we'll see? I don't know what that means. Doug, now that I read them all as opposed to just like...
Just let it go.
I don't understand
let it go.
About half of them.
Yeah.
Hey, hot sex kings. It's my sweet, sweet anal queen's birthday. That's from the recovering alcoholic.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Ash.
After I called yesterday, you guys got into a St. Louis City discussion, and I actually have a great take on how to turn this city around with Mr. 10,000. I may have to call back in. That's from Mr. Licks.
Yeah,
It's like a threat.
Morning, boys. It's Hole Talk Thursday. Let's all touch our holes together in appreciation. Taste the rainbow, taste the waste. That's from Tasty Waste.
Gosh.
Nice job, Libby Jack. Love that nickname. That's from Steve in Wildwood. So first, this guy mixes up UGA with a pug. Then he doesn't know who sang Dixieland Delight. Then he thinks Dolly Parton was a Dixie chick. It just means more my ass. Some Alan Dadeville. Yeah, Doug, I was mentioning Dixieland Delight, which they play. Is that between the third and fourth quarter at Bryant-Denny?
I believe so.
And I asked Jackson on Balloon Party who sang that song, and he said the Dixie Chicks.
Oh, God.
Now, number one, that was offensive, and I had to sit down with my sons last night and explain a wide variety of topics. But then secondarily, he then brought in Dolly Parton as a member of the Dixie Chicks. And as you might imagine, that combined with the Robert Thomas injury, they weren't happy.
Put the whole city on edge.
These guys are some dumb mother...
Well, isn't it Alabama? Didn't they sing that song?
I later found that out.
Oh.
Listen, it was an ice cold day for me. Some days you go out there, you chuck up about 12 threes, you maybe hit 2 of them, and your team loses by 15.
It happens.
But luckily, when you have some good guards around you, some good bigs, you can still get a victory, even if your individual performance wasn't great.
I'm proud of Jackson that you don't know anything about Dolly Parton.
Well, I mean,
why would that be something to toot your horn about?
I've listened to a whole
American icon.
I've listened to a whole 90-minute interview with Dolly Parton on Howard Stern, and I really enjoyed it. And now I feel like I might not have retained much of that information.
But you probably got confused because I think the name of her restaurant in Branson is the Dixie Stampede.
That's exactly right, Iggy. That's where I got confused. So that's a good call on your part.
But you knew who she was.
Absolutely. I just said I listened to a whole 90-minute interview with her on Howard Stern.
But she's like in her 70s.
Sure.
I'm going to say 75. How's that sound, Doug?
That's about right.
I think a little lower.
But the Dixie Chicks were rather recent.
I messed that up.
Okay.
But like when we drive to Thanksgiving, we drive to Centralia, Illinois.
78.
About an hour and 10 minutes.
God almighty, we were both off.
We listen to Howard Stern interviews always, every year. And last year was Dolly Parton. And I listened to the whole thing, and I didn't retain the information. And that's on me.
Gosh.
I'd still like to see her topless, even at that age.
I beg your pardon?
78, I still wouldn't mind
You want to see
her.
Dolly Parton? She's a singer.
So?
Entertainer. They don't all have to get naked for yous. Yeah.
With that.
Gosh. She's about as beloved a star as we have in this country. Universally beloved.
Yeah.
What about Sabrina Carpenter?
I don't know who that is.
She was just at the Schafers. I thought you went.
I didn't.
Jackson won.
It'd be
I
pretty
wish.
hard to not like Dolly Parton.
Yeah, I like Dolly Parton a lot. I like that whole interview. I came away I thought she was wonderful. And I messed it up yesterday.
Okay.
It's kind of an odd guess for Stern, isn't it?
She was promoting, I think, a book. And I think they have a pretty good relationship.
All right. Boy, we're off to a rough start here today.
We'll bounce back.
No attachment, no Dixie Chicks.
I know that
no
Nicole
Dolly Parton.
Kidman said she's in her new movie. She had to take breaks from the movie. She's having too many orgasms.
Yeah, baby girl.
Who is this?
Nicole. What did I just say?
What movie? What are we talking about now?
You forgot. Nicole Kidman.
Not her name. Nicole Kidman. She has a new movie out called Baby Girl where she's an older lady married to Antonio Banderas, but then she has an affair with a younger gentleman, and she said there were times in the movie she had to take breaks because she was having so many orgasms.
Oh, please.
That's what she said.
That's a shameless marketing technique. You believe that?
She wasn't having actual
Fake.
orgasms. She was exhausted by the actual, the acting.
Okay.
But the clickbait is that it just didn't say fake orgasm. It said she's having so many orgasms.
Sure.
So that made me read it.
Yeah. I think you're exactly the fish they were looking to lure in.
Now I'm looking forward to seeing the movie.
Somebody just flushed the toilet a mere 8 feet away from us. That's brought to you by Schafer Door Company. SchaferDoor.com.
Yeah. Well, Schafer Door can make an airtight garage door. I don't know what they can do about a bathroom that's 8 feet away, but if you have any kind of problem with your garage door, that's the company to call. I'll go ahead and spell it. SCHAEFER. They service all kinds of garage doors for service, and they do new installs with LiftMaster. Oh, mister, if you got a LiftMaster garage door opener, you are walking in tall cotton. LiftMaster garage door openers are strong, quiet, and versatile. It is what you want. But even if you don't have that, Schafer Door has the technicians that can get you taken care of. They came out to my house, and I thought, oh, no, my garage door is 25 years old. I'm going to need a new one. Nope. All I needed was a strut or two, and they fixed it. Now it works perfectly. Thank you, Schafer Door. You bailed me out of a tight spot, and they'll do that for you, too. Even if it's not a residential garage door you need, if you own a business, warehouse, you got those big, giant doors. Yes, sir, Schaefer's experienced in those types of jobs. They'll get you taken care of. And their service techs are not commission-based, so they're not going to try to sell you something you don't need. They just want to get you taken care of so they can go about their business. The website is SchaferDoor.com. I'm going to go ahead and give you the number now.
Do it. I think this is your time.
636-782-3608. And that's Schafer Door, SCHAFER. Schafer Door is a LiftMaster partner.
Munganast is the sponsor of the 7 o'clock hour. StLouisAcura.com, AltonToyota.com. Hello, Jamie Burkhardt. Hello, Peter Munganast.
Hello.
Hello,
fellas.
Ryan Seiberg.
Hello, Muckety Mucks.
Hello, everyone at Munganast St. Louis Acura. Hello, everyone at Munganast Burkhardt Alton Toyota. Thank you for your support of our shows. And they're online at stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. 7 o'clock hour sponsor and the official automotive provider of TMA. New cars, pre-owned cars, buying, leasing, car repairs, car maintenance. You can get it all done at the place we know, the place we love. That's Munganast St. Louis Acura. Munganast Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. That's stlouisacura.com and altontoyota.com. Doug, all right, take your pick on the lead.
All right. Good choices?
Yep, Sadie Hawkins.
All right.
Robert Thomas, 6 weeks, Min.
Yeah.
Brady Cook, per Pete Thamel.
Thamel. Let's call the whole thing off.
Like
Potato, tomato. Let's call the whole thing off.
reporting that Brady Cook is considered doubtful for the game at Alabama this week with an ankle injury. He's been, quote, extremely limited in practice so far this week. He still may try and ramp up later in the week to attempt to play, but the outlook is pessimistic. The Blues head to Laissez Leaf tonight to see an old friend. Laissez Leaf, hello, Chief.
Yeah, hello, Chief. Yeah.
That was good. No, you have to admit, that was good.
The 5 days coming up.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful.
And then the Suns. Chris and the Clippers' new arena with an overtime victory to the dismay of Steve Ballmer. So that's what we kind of got.
Well, it's not the last one. That's not the lead.
Wow, Jackson, you thought that would be the lead. So,
Hey, T, put two defenders up there. I don't care.
Jerry Falwell's school lost for the first time last night. I always hate to see that. So those are our 5.
Well, it's obviously between the Blues and the Tigers. And I guess since it's a bigger game for the Tigers, I guess that's the lead. And Nate Noel is also doubtful, too, isn't he?
That's correct.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
There's a lot of doubtfuls listed on that injury report.
Like everybody that matters.
Spread still 14.5 or 13.5?
Let's find out.
I think
16.5.
It's going up a little bit, yeah.
Ooh.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Alabama's going to be just so ornery, just so mad, desperate. I mean, Missouri's desperate, too, but they're desperate possibly without their quarterback and best running back.
If I could parlay Nate Noel not playing and Brady Cook playing, I would. That would be my official assessment of the two players there.
Well, I'm sure they'll try to shoot up Brady Cook's ankle with a needle the size of a javelin, pump enough cortisone in there.
Pump up the volume,
so
pump up the volume, pump up the volume, dance, dance, Mars Blackman.
That would be my guess, is that they'll do everything they possibly can to get him in there.
Here's what the Colonel wrote last night on Power Mizzou after Pete.
Let's just say Thamel. That's what it looks like to me. Thamel, right?
I think it's a double M.
Is it
It's
2
got one
M's?
M.
Is it just one? I thought it was 2.
I'm gonna bet quarter my bankroll on that.
Yeah, it's just 1. I'm an elite bad speller.
Are you?
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
Colonel wrote this, powermizzou.com. I'll be surprised if he doesn't play. The only way he's not playing is if they tell him he is not allowed to play, in my opinion. This availability report is the definition of gamesmanship. Half the starting lineup's on it. I've had multiple people with St. Louis ties tell me they think he plays since the...
Thamel?
Tweet. He may not finish, but he may not be himself. But I'll be really surprised if he doesn't give it a go. That's Gabe DeArmond. You know him as the Colonel. He's brought to you by James Carlton on Mondays here, Fridays on Balloon Party.
Well, if he could have just sprained the ankle and a couple hours later he's in there playing and playing well, you would think that a week later he could possibly play as well as he did in that fourth quarter.
High ankle sprain, 6 weeks. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah. But
you already thought Pine looked good enough to put him in there anyway.
Yes, I'd feel very confident.
You definitely want to roll out Drew Pine when you head down to
Drew Pine is going to become a legend in Missouri history when he leads the Tigers to a win in Tuscaloosa.
I had a really bad ankle sprain myself in college, and it hangs with you for months.
How'd you sprain it, boy?
Oh, just throwing a football around. The pass was behind me, and I stumbled and rolled my ankle, and man, that thing hurt. I mean, it really, really hurt. And I fought it for months, and that was without getting tackled. So I don't doubt that it's a serious injury, and it'll really limit you. But I'm just thinking that if they could get him ready to go last Saturday, that they could probably get him ready to go this Saturday. I would think.
The issue, I think, and as you know, I could have been a doctor, but I chose not to graduate from journalism school, is that the painkiller is effective the first time you use it, but it's not as effective the more you use it. And so it's something that I don't know if they can just keep replicating, not just this week, but they have a bye week the following week, and then the remaining 4 games against Oklahoma, South Carolina, Mississippi State, and Arkansas.
Yeah, I've heard that too, that you can't just keep taking cortisone shots. But if it's only the second one, maybe that's okay. And then you get another 2 weeks before you got to play again after that.
Doesn't a cortisone shot last more than a week?
I don't know exactly what the timeline is.
Yeah, I don't think it was cortisone.
I'm not sure.
Because they were trying everything, and then he was done. They said, let's try one more thing, and they gave that a go. But I would imagine cortisone, if cortisone would have been it, would have been what they went to first.
Right.
Then again, I could have been a doctor.
Probably should be, based on how close you came to that journalism degree. There is no
it's
more...
such a tough degree to get.
There's not a more rigorous course of study in the university system.
Thank you for saying it.
There really isn't. When you have to take mass communication classes, and classes like I took, Introduction to Film, stuff like that, it's not for everyone.
That's right.
If you're not a
People
serious
don't get
student, take a hike.
Yeah. You don't want to make $15K in South Dakota?
Yeah.
Okay. But if you're going to, you're going to work for it, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that is hard is worth it, and anything that's worth it is hard, and that's why I'm worth it.
Tim's on fire today.
I had a number of
This is my resume reel show.
Some of my fellow journalism students were also awarded medical degrees.
Really?
Yeah.
Because they knew they were that sharp if they, number one, made the mistake of choosing the journalism program, but then number two, could attain the degree. It's like, oh, well, you could be a doctor too.
Well, they were in the magazine sequence, and there was such a great future in that. They went ahead and awarded them medical degrees.
If this is drink a dork trying to play games with Bama's prep like Tiger fans are claiming, he has to be the biggest dumbass of a coach of all time, and that's Mr. Licks.
Gosh, come on.
Well, you can tell he is upset about hotty-toddy with the 2 losses at this point.
But what would the gamesmanship be? Alabama saying, okay, we don't have to practice very hard. Missouri's not going to have their players, so we got this one easy.
They're gonna
down.
Take a page out of Drink's book and only prepare for one quarterback. And then when they hear another quarterback's playing, they won't change the game plan.
Well, you wouldn't have to. Do you think they need to prepare for Drew Pine?
No, definitely not for Drew Pine, but maybe.
Maybe Drew Pine intentionally overthrew and underthrew receivers in the 2 quarters he was in to make them underestimate him, and then he comes out and he makes the Alabama defense look like the Missouri defense against Connor Wakeman, who they didn't prepare for.
He has to be better than what we saw. And this week, if he's getting all of the reps and Cook not practicing, perhaps he'll be much better.
Yes, now you're buying into Pine time.
Yeah.
Or it's all a charade.
Don't say charade.
And you trot Pine out there. You tell him, just keep us in the game. Don't turn the ball over. Just keep it. Then he did, but don't turn the ball over. And then when you play Alabama, you'll be ready to go and you can play fully. This was all a charade. To just
stop saying charade.
I like that. It's proper pronunciation.
Right? Just to mess with the tape, Their tape they're going to get is going to be useless.
Guys, Cook needs to shut it down and just get ready for his Battlehawks career. That's from the total package.
Love to have him as a Battlehawks field general.
I asked Jackson a couple weeks ago during a break. I said, who is Missouri's quarterback next year? Because Drew Pine is awful, and that was when his mop-up role against UMass. How did he ever go 10-2 with Notre Dame is beyond me.
Because he's better than what you've seen. Well, don't dismiss it like that.
He can't be worse.
Clearly, he's better than what we've seen. If he went 10-2 at Notre Dame.
And Sam Horn should be ready to go next year.
Well, the Colonel is not sure we're ever going to see Sam Horn throw a football again.
Really?
I don't think I would if I was him. If I was throwing 97, 98 miles an hour as a baseball pitcher, I'd stick with that.
Mr. Licks seems like a diehard Mizzou fan. Dude acts awfully pretentious for an UMSL grad. That's from 637. Licks went to UMSL?
I don't know. There's nothing wrong with UMSL.
Nor does he seem like a diehard Mizzou fan. He's been taking shots at them all week.
He doesn't seem like a fan of anything except for Liv.
Yeah.
Liv golf.
Fan of Liv.
But I think you can give Pine this. If he does get to practice all week, which with the first team, which he probably hasn't done all season, there's a chance that he'll be better than what we saw.
Yes, Doug believes.
I don't.
I believe he's better than what we saw.
Jackson, you always are positive. Not you.
I was okay until I saw him roll out. The rollout was extremely frustrating because if you're going to be a little bit undersized and have a little bit of accuracy issues, maybe at least you could be dangerous once you roll out of the pocket. He was not. He did not look like, and he looked not good when he was rolling out. Like, it was bad. So I have my confidence is already low if it's Brady.
No.
I mean, I'm just being realistic here. It's a little lower if it's Brady. It's plummeting if it's Drew Pine. Based on what we saw last game. Based on what I saw the last game. But also, when you get thrown into a game, I don't know how that messes with you. But if you're the backup quarterback on a guy who's kind of been hobbled a little bit all year, I would feel like your preparedness would be top priority. I don't know.
I don't think Noel is that big of a deal. I mean, Robertson Carroll, I think, will be fine.
Juan Lacey season.
I just think it's a lot of handoffs to sweeps to Luther Burden, that kind of thing. Try to not make him throw the ball as least as possible.
Well, they could. Short passing game. That's pretty much what they've done all year anyway.
Running travels.
Running travels.
Mm-hmm. Defense travels, running game travels.
Well, my heart says Tigers, Tigers, rah, 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 Tigers, Tigers, shish, boom, bah. But my head says they're going to go and lose by 40 points.
Doug, no.
Seriously.
Then the season's over.
Yeah.
Unless you think that the committee will reward the wins against Vanderbilt and South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, I think Buffalo's trending well enough that we might be able to sneak in.
Good morning. I'm a Notre Dame fan. Pine was awful for us, but somehow did enough to win. He's still awful, but maybe he's got a little magic. That's from Tracy Woodson. Doug, now are you feeling it?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he wasn't exactly a Heisman Trophy contender with Notre Dame, or they wouldn't have let him get away. But I'm just saying he has to be better than what we saw previously. He has to be better than
I think
that.
likely he was better than he was against Auburn, but I don't think his ceiling is all that high. And Mizzou needs a high ceiling if they're going to go in and beat. And I mean, I think a little bit people are a little brand addicted right now. Like Alabama's been playing some bad football over the past couple weeks. Bad football.
And what has Missouri been playing?
Bad football.
Guess you didn't see the game through the foliage at UMass.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They've won by like a combined 50 points over the last 2 weeks.
Yep.
Just don't look at the opponents.
Yep.
I hope.
Pound the rock 40 times, Doug, and hopefully their defense plays well.
Yeah. Get a few turnovers. Zebra gives us a break or two. We're right back in this thing.
Guys, what if Cook doesn't play, but Mizzou beats Alabama, loses to the New York Jets, and then ties England's cricket team? Hypothetically, do they get into the playoffs? That's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson.
I don't know that they count cricket scores against you. We'll check into that.
Drew Pine's awful. If he plays, Mizzou loses by 30-plus on Saturday. It's over.
Oh.
That's from the Green Park Goblin Vince Carter gif.
Okay. Well,
Probably.
they recruited a 5-star quarterback too, didn't they?
Zollers.
Yeah.
His leg got shredded when he was playing in high school.
Yeah.
This year.
But that's who's coming, right?
Yeah.
He's not there now. He's
No.
still in high school.
He got injured like the first or second week of his high school career.
Right.
Mr. Licks has issued a response to the UMSL allegation. He says focusing so much on where you went to undergrad is such a middle-class thing to do.
Oh, undergrad.
That's a really funny text. It's a middle class.
I only went to undergrad.
Same. Well, what if you got your master's in journalism? Where would you be right now?
Oh, God.
I was confused by that when I was in school there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I guess you
And
teach
now,
it.
25 years removed, I'm like, what was that about?
What's the upside? Like, if you don't have like the if you're doing TV, if you don't have the broadcast
Chops.
on-air talent, then what does a master's in journalism get
It
you?
means you can teach.
Okay.
You have to have at least a master's degree to teach in college.
Got it.
I don't know what other good it would do for you.
Mizzou loses by 30-plus even if Cook plays. That's from Fish, the People. Where are all the Brady Cook haters and Drew Pine simps now? Go get them, Jackson. It's from the 636.
I'm not looking to get anybody. I want Mizzou fans to unite and root on whoever's behind center. Oof.
Under or behind. Yeah, now they say behind. They say under center. I didn't care for that at all.
Well, they so rarely snap the ball under
center. Even when they did. Just the phrase is wrong. He's under
your
center.
hands are under the center. Want to try that pose out right now, Doug?
between
You be
his-
the center?
No.
Okay.
You're not. You're still not under him.
Not yet.
You're between his legs.
Where's Mark Hanna? Go get him on the line. I need to know how much I should pull out of retirement to bet on this game. That's from Scissor Me Timbers, and it sounds like people are starting to allocate funds to wager on Roll Tide.
Okay.
Hey, listen, let everybody bet on Roll Tide.
Oh.
Yeah, that helps you in the parimutuel.
That's right.
Because you're betting on Missouri money line?
Just for the fun of it. I like to double your fun kind of thing. It's
you're going to get 5.25 to 1 return.
I have a policy not to bet against Mizzou. I did it once when they played Georgia in 2022. I was at the game, and they had it close the whole entire time. I was so excited. I was ready to lose my money, and then they lost, and obviously Georgia didn't cover the spread. And so after that...
You lost both ways.
I am not betting against Mizzou.
That was my issue. I was going to bet Alabama money line, and now the money line is up to minus 800. And I'm just going to have to, Doug.
Yeah, that's...
Sit this one out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'll dig in.
So join the Mizzou money line train.
No need for that. I mean, I'll be happy anyway.
Yeah, you're right.
Be happy anyway. Yeah, I was so caught up in the game on Saturday when I bet Missouri, I had forgotten by the time, like, they got inside the 10, and I'm going, oh yeah, if they score, I get a nice hit on this.
Yeah.
But Doug, that just shows the love of the game. The love of the game is greater than any cash, and that's why you play for the fans and not the money.
Yeah, that's what our players do.
Was it more impactful, Tim, that a South City kid scored the game-winning touchdown?
Well, they're all South City kids.
Yeah, St. Mary's.
I don't know the dynamic.
That was a slam at St. Mary's now.
I mean, it's
an archdiocese school.
It's not one of the 3 real MCC schools.
I fear the Cavalier, but,
Also archdiocese.
Shout out to St. Mary's.
Illini gonna smoke that quack on Saturday, Doug. That's from Upper Afton Back Fat. Brett Bielema's gonna shock the world. Dan Lanning can't play 12 on Saturday in Eugene.
No. Upper Afton Back Fat. Well, where would be the fat on the back? Is it down around the
I think it's
the waist?
love handle area.
You see people with fat necks. The back of their neck is real fat.
Yeah, and sometimes people will swipe their credit cards on the crease.
Oh. The fat has to pretty much fill up every other available space
and then go to
before it gets to the back. Because first it's going to go to your gut, and then maybe your face
and neck.
Yeah,
thighs,
and then eventually it gets around to the back.
Once it's deposited enough.
Yeah.
Where does it go once you're out of room?
I guess it just keeps going to the gut. The spillover goes back to the gut.
God.
Foop.
I like the way you say roll tide, Tim. It almost sounds like you're saying roll Todd, which reminds me of a wonderful sexual experience I had with my sister's husband, Todd, way back when.
Oh, bro.
Harrier holes were all around.
Oh.
It's from John Lithgow's Harry Henderson.
Gosh. His wife's brother.
Virgin, why are you always down on Mizzou football, but always positive on Mizzou basketball? You make me sick. That's from the Warriors and Woods Wacko.
So I've in the past 24 hours, I've been called a Tiger nationalist, a communist, and now a Mizzou football apologist. Pick a lane, bro. I don't know what you want from me. I root for the Tigers about as hard as I root for anything in this world. So that's where I'm at. But I'm also I can see without the rose tinted glasses.
Arbor Day, Milagro Tequila texter of the year last year says, for Jackson, I really want Mizzou to win and keep being relevant. I fear what this year's Hoops team is going to do to him. That's from Arbor Day.
Yeah.
I think the Hoops team will be considerably better than last year. So
you'd have to be.
Yeah, can't get worse.
Caller Ellen wants to talk back fat, and she is on the Callier and Thompson phone lines. You can call in too, 636-9004 TMA. Good morning, Caller Ellen.
Yes, everyone should call in. So I don't have personal experience with back fat yet, but for a woman, when you got a heftier gal and the bra's on, and then the skin sort of spills over the top of the bra in the back.
Oh, in the back.
Doug.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Then what?
That's your back fat, bro.
Oh, is it, bro? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a bra thing, but what about men who don't wear bras?
For women. I think for men, it's sort of like when you see men without their shirts on at the pool or something, and there's sort of those odd cascades down the back.
Ooh.
That's what you call back fat. Once you get it, it's almost a permanent thing, I think, unless you have some kind of procedure, because it is really hard to get rid of.
Hard to shake. Yeah, I can't imagine the exercises you do to get rid of back fat.
Yeah, I can't either. So I'm doing a whole lot of exercises to prevent back fat, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. You go to a lot of public pools to see gentlemen with their tops off?
Yes.
Yes, she does. I thought so.
Been to Springdale, have you?
Springdale?
Yeah, I don't think that's still around anymore. It might have shut down.
No, that's been closed for a little bit now.
Is that the one on 141?
Correct.
South of Gravois?
Mm-hmm. Flooded out a lot.
That's way too out west for me, guys.
Oh, sorry. So are you a Central Corridor elitist?
No, I am I'm actually moving to the poor part of the Central Corridor, but yes, I'm a Central Corridor poor person.
Is there a poor part of the Central Corridor?
Yeah, there's some urban adjacent poor parts of the Central Corridor, you betcha.
Okay. So you're down on your luck?
I'll be all right.
All right.
I'm down on my luck, yeah.
Okay, well, with talks of back fat and moving to the poor section of town, we worry about you.
I know. You should worry about me, Doug.
Oh, but everything else is okay?
It's time to be concerned.
Oh, you're falling apart.
I am falling apart a little bit, but like I said, for whatever reason, the consistently bad product that you guys put out every day is very reassuring to me.
Oh, it is.
That's not bad. That could be a promo.
Makes you feel better about yourself to realize you're not on this show, at least.
It's just a constant. It's just a wonderful. Hey, don't keep me, Jackson. It's just a constant. It's just a beautiful constant in my life, and I love it. So never change.
Ellen, I don't know if you're interested in this. Number one, Vladdy Burkett, what time today are you going to spotlight a notorious oppressive dictator? And then the second statement is, Ellen, hit up my lawyer boy Joe. He is single and well hung. That's from the Orson Woods Wacko. So I don't know if that's of interest to you, but the Orson Woods Wacko is farming out his lawyer buddy Joe.
I appreciate it. I don't quite know what to do with that, but thank you.
Right.
WWW.
You got any trips planned in the near future, Elise?
Not currently, but I typically don't think about those till after the holidays. So I'll let you know in a couple of months. Yeah, I hope to do something. I like to try to do something every year.
Okay.
While I'm still upright and ambulatory and feel good.
Please send in your travel schedule.
I do my best. I try to contact you guys I remember one time I talked to you guys from Moscow, and you didn't believe me, but I really was there.
Well, why did you go there? What were you doing there?
Oh, it was totally fascinating.
Oh.
It was pre, invasion of Ukraine and all that sort of stuff, and the World Cup was there, so it was actually really cool to be like St. Petersburg and Moscow, so it's a ton of fun.
The place is lousy with onion domes.
You could not be more correct about that.
Mm-hmm.
What is that about, Doug?
Like, how many of these can a person see?
Right.
Enough. That's how I felt.
So that's all over the country? It's not just like Moscow and Red Square?
Correct.
Really?
They are. It's sort of just a feature, and sort of even like smaller towns and villages. Yeah, there's at least a couple.
They're like onion domes for all.
Right.
Any other nation have the onion dome, or is that just really Russia's?
Come on, it's communism. It's everything for all. So there you go.
Okay. Good knowledge. Man, this show is so good with geopolitical information.
Really are. Who doesn't want more
And back
information
fat.
about onion domes? Onion domes and back fat.
I'm very proud of my repertoire.
You probably never thought you'd call into a radio station to discuss back fat and onion domes.
I don't know if this is a...
Definitely. Now that I've called in for way too long, I can't believe I still called.
Tell Ellen that I am a successful and highly attractive male that's interested, but I am also married and 97% gay. That's Marv and Florissant. So another gentleman is kind of knocking on your door.
Wow. I've never felt so sought after.
Well...
I'm about to do a dog giggle fit.
Oh, yeah, don't do it. Don't do it. You've piqued the interest of so many of our walruses.
Sorry. I'm just really tired.
Sorry.
Well, you got your choice between a lawyer and a 90 married gay man.
All I did was call in to tell you about back fat.
Yeah. You don't tell people you work with that you call into the show, do you? You keep that in family members?
God,
You keep it hush-hush?
Oh, dear Lord. It would just totally ruin my reputation.
Yeah, you'd be finished in this town.
Trust before it dropped. Thank you, Jackson. If Jackson's tired of me, I know what that means.
No,
Nonsense.
we're not tired of you.
Nonsense.
Are one of our awards at the end of the year, is it Caller of the Year? Do we have it? No. LZ
Caller of the Year.
Maybe up for that. You may have to come to our year-end awards, LZ.
I'm going to have to go online and register and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah,
Not for caller of the year.
A lot of work.
Not
It
for
isn't,
not for listener of the month. Absolutely. TMASTL.com.
Milagro Tequila, Doug.
Milagro Tequila. But for caller of the year, you don't have to do any sort of application.
That pique your interest? Didn't.
We get pinkled.
You still there?
Politely get off the phone.
Oh, okay. You're trying to get off the phone now. She is. She's trying to get off
I
the
don't
phone.
want to get a sorry to bother you from you.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm trying not to get sorry to bother you, and it's not working.
All right. All right. Well, we appreciate the call. Sorry to bug you.
Oh, Doug, right there, right at the end. That's caller Ellen, Callier and Thompson phone line. See, that's the thing. You can call into the show and just talk it over about back fat and onion domes in Moscow and throughout the Russian landscape.
No, I like an onion dome, but I don't want them everywhere.
Have you been to Russia?
No.
You should do a remote.
No. Well, I don't really have plans to go there. Ever.
God love LZ, but I don't know who would want to go to Russia. I mean,
Well,
for
it's
the
a
architecture, maybe.
fascinating
but
place.
The architecture, but
Not anymore.
yeah, what else does it have?
Largest country in the world in terms of land?
Bigger than India?
Yeah, a lot bigger.
Well, land mass, population, different.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
China's the largest population, right?
Would Dawson's Creek rather Mizzou win Saturday or have a three-way kiss with Paul Thomas Anderson and Aaron Sorkin?
Ooh.
That's from Little Judy Suckins.
Maybe not the three-way kiss, but if they collabed, God, that would be awesome. So that's a tough call. Probably Mizzou victory over Bama at the moment. But, you can't deny the greatness in that kiss.
Morning boys leaving for good old Hottie Toddy tonight after work. I've heard that if I go into the dorm that Licks resided in, I'll find old cutouts of what used to be glory holes, the ones he used to service all of his frat buddies. Iggy doubts that I'm going, but I'm not a dunce and know how to take photos and prove I actually go places. Cheers. That's from Lil apostrophe Beercats.
Okay. All right.
I still don't know don't think he's going. You go, good. You don't have to keep telling us you're going.
No.
It's not a humble brag to go to Oxford.
Well, a lot of people love that university.
I've been to the Grove. Beautiful women.
Did you think about going there when you were in high school?
Brag about it.
Mississippi on your radar to go to Ole Miss?
No.
No, me neither.
Merrimack was on my radar, and that's the only radar I saw.
Gonna guess my brother is texting in saying how much he loves Russian architecture because it's not quote-unquote woke. That's from the Crestwood Coyote, who is the brother of Eric in the Central West End, who Jackson's attracted to but doesn't necessarily see the world similarly to. I think that's all accurate.
That's a perfect description of him.
You are attracted to him?
Attracted and recognizing somebody is attractive are two different things to me. So I'm much more the latter than the former. But if I was a homosexual, Eric in the Central West End would be like someone who I would
Spencer Heads
be interested.
jealous.
Gosh. Well, he just looks like Brooks Koepka.
Who would you rather sleep with, Spencer or Eric?
Gosh.
Sounds like Ed questioned me the other day about why I wouldn't sleep with Robert De Niro.
Boy, that's a tough call.
See, Doug, he's going to think about it. Maybe you should announce your answer on Balloon Party before we get to the Robert Thomas injury.
I see Spencer a lot more, so I'm going to say Eric in the Central West End.
Oh, you need Strange.
Well, I don't, and then whenever I do see him, he's so nice and kind, and I don't necessarily want him to lead the conversation with, so I hear you'd like to sleep with me.
He is a good dude.
Great guy.
Driving to Oxford isn't the flex you think it is, especially when you're probably sleeping in your car all weekend. I just hope it's a different one than the cloth-seated Pontiac your dad used when he went down on a Festus 5 after he or she had a long bartending shift. That's from Mr. Legs.
Oh, God. Just giveaway text of the day.
Now we're shaming cloth seats.
I have cloth seats.
I think it's more the Soppins and Fiexens on them cloth seats after the session.
You can save a couple $1,000 getting cloth seats as opposed to leather.
Yeah, but then cleaning them after Tim just described the Soppins and the Fixins. Remember, it's a long bar shift.
Only in St. Louis does a guy who acts like he's rich to impress HD2 radio show hosts come up with Ole Miss as the fake school he went to. As if going to a state school in Mississippi is the pinnacle of elitism. That's from Vice President of TMA Special Projects, Mario in Charlotte. And Doug, he's a native of St. Louis, but he's not really bullish on the trajectory of our region.
No.
Wasn't he in Chicago for a while?
He was. Yeah. All over the... Cloth seats are effing repulsive. That's Eric in the Central West End.
I have cloth seats.
Do you? Do you enjoy them?
Sure. In the winter, they're not ice cold when you get in them.
What if you spill something on there?
Yeah, that sucks.
Iggy hasn't gone to the Grove. It's 100% a lie. Let's see a pic, Father Phlegm. That's Beer Cats.
Father Phlegm.
I believe one of the guys that I went with called in and said he went. I don't remember him.
When did you go down there?
I wasn't taking pictures back then. I wasn't, hey, look at me. I'm at the Grove here.
Well, when did you go down there?
I don't remember.
20s? Was it to a football game?
15, 20 years ago. I don't remember.
Doug, we're about to be sued. I did not effing go to Ole Miss, you dolts, and I am calling Pulcinelli right now. So it sounds like we will be served at some point during today's presentation for slander.
We can't be held accountable what our listeners think where you went.
And the charge as we face the judge is that we accused the gentleman of going to Ole Miss?
I don't think any of us.
What kind of penalty would that carry?
I don't think any of us accused him of going to Ole Miss. I think our listeners do.
I think I have.
Could that get you 5 years?
For saying somebody went to Ole Miss?
What are you in for, buddy? Said he was going to Ole Miss.
Someone's got to check my paperwork.
What are you in for? Murder? What are you in for? Murder? What are you in for? Said some guy went to Ole Miss and he didn't. Why don't you send in your diploma, picture your diploma, and you can put this to rest. Let us know where you went.
Okay.
Spencer had his listening to the program and has issued a statement after you chose Eric in the Central West End. He has said that is the last pro-am you will ever play in.
Damn it.
So
all right. Well, I didn't want to make it awkward. Now I've cost myself.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. I got
We'll take it back.
Free pair of underwear out of that.
Oh, I wonder if that's related to your lust for the man.
I did tell him. I made sure to mention it to him.
That you were attracted to him?
Yeah, I was looking at his eyebrows. Well, no.
Starting to get really detailed.
Well, no, that I got a new pair of underwear, and I was hoping I'd see like an eyebrow raise or some sort of physical tell.
Oh,
and he,
like he was going to say, can you model them for me?
Yeah, he deadpanned me.
Oh.
Stonewalled it.
Guys, just to be clear, Iggy went to the Grove and does not remember why, when, or where. That is from the 314.
I do a lot of things that I don't remember why I went to there.
But you don't just wind up in Oxford, Mississippi by accident.
I'm sure we went for a football game, but I don't remember going to the football game.
Oh. Well, who was playing?
I had friends that were going. It was just a weekend. Let's go up to Mississippi. I think we played golf one day.
Down
too.
to Mississippi.
For sure down.
I think we played golf one day, too. I know we took our golf clubs.
Was it Mizzou playing?
I don't think so.
No.
We didn't go for the football game.
Who'd you go with?
We went to the tailgating, and I don't think we were going specifically to go to a football game. I think we went to play golf, actually.
Did you? And who did you go with?
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
Mickey Regan and Jimmy Moran.
Okay.
Flat Avenue boys went with me.
Okay, that's good. But I think you just made up those two names.
No, they're real names.
Real names, but they didn't really take the
trip. They're both cops in the city. No, they didn't go.
No. Are they still cops in the city?
No, they both retired.
Yeah.
Full pension. They got out when they could. That's a rough job.
Gosh,
working
I
your
would
entire
say.
career in the city.
Yeah.
Picking some random dork over Spencer is the take that will haunt you forever, Tiger Stripe. That's from Chris Raby.
I was trying to be respectful. Like if it was an F, marry, kill situation, it's like an F, Eric in the CWE, but then marry Spencer Head.
To be a communist, tiger-striped Spencer Head hater is not a good place to be.
Not to mention, and I forgot, I said Dolly Parton's the Dixie Chicks.
Right.
I don't know what bass I play to.
Sweet Kai wants to bet his bankroll that Iggy did not go to the Grove. So, Iggy, if you're looking to double up, Sweet Kai is going to make it possible.
Well, you have no bankroll. You live off your nurse fiance.
I think all of us would live off a woman if we could, wouldn't we?
Sure.
If your wife or girlfriend was making a lot of money,
oh hell yeah,
none of us are so proud that we wouldn't say, no, you stop and stay at home, little lady.
So you want to be
We'd say, go make twice as much, please.
Yeah. You want to be the breadwinner? Have at it.
It was Sweet Sweet Kai's birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Sweet Sweet Kai.
26 bills, 27 bills.
27.
27.
All right.
Hey, Licks, I serviced Hot Wife Autumn in a Genesis. Heated leather seats on that cool November night. Quite enjoyable. Have a date tonight with an openly bisexual gal. Hopefully more erotic stories to come soon. Wow, wow, wow.
Is that Beer Cats? Oh.
You're clapping at a fake story.
You don't think it's real?
No.
You could have had heated seats.
Congratulations to you. You're a married lady, hot wife. You had sex in a car when you're 40-something years old.
Great. Like in your 40s, you should be having sex in
somebody's house.
Somebody's home.
Mm-hmm.
Not a car. That's so hot. Here, let's crawl back here. I'm 6'3", 280. Can we fit back here and have sex in the back seat?
You don't like his style much, do you?
I don't know what kind of style he has.
Well, he's a big old bear.
Hey, Kai, shut up while the recovering alcoholic's power washing your colon. I'm the Orson Woods wacko. Boy, everybody's at every... This is the tension that comes with a Blues Leafs game.
I don't get the tension. I feel like everyone should be, well, I guess with the
ILL's about to shock the world.
Yeah.
We're 48 hours away, Doug, from ILL shocking the world.
You think so?
And then the Gers shock the world, and Missouri and Illinois meet in Champaign.
If Missouri wins, would that be the biggest win in program history? One of them?
Jackson's shaking it off.
I don't.
I think that it's going to be very difficult if we go. Can we start at it doesn't matter if you start at 1980, but we would get into the 60s and 70s, and some fans will cite there were some games in the 60s.
Right, they had big wins back then.
But the last 30 years, beating Kansas to become number 1 in the country at Arrowhead in 2007. It's going to be tough.
Right, that'd be number 1.
But, beating Johnny football to go to the SEC championship game in 13. Woo Pig Suey, not necessarily a great team in 14, but that sends you to an SEC championship game. Even if Missouri beats Alabama, while they'll absolutely be back in the playoff conversation, deep down, I'm just not sure that they're going to be able to navigate the final 4 games. I certainly will be living and dying with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think it'd be in the conversation, but I don't think you could. I think the 07 game against Kansas.
Yeah, that's number 1.
I mean, let's be honest, they're beating a 15th ranked team in the country. It's not, you wouldn't think that's that big of a deal.
Well, it's on the road and tough environment.
I mean, it's a big game for them because that still keeps their hopes alive to make the playoffs, but Alabama's not what... I think Illinois has a better chance of beating the number 1 team in the country than Mizzou has of beating the 15th ranked team in the country.
Depends on Brady's status.
Yeah, that's how I would answer that as well. But as I said, I think this was a question we talked about on Bloom Party. Maybe we talked about it here. Of the 4 bets, Oregon minus, I assume it's still 21.5. I don't know if that's moved.
Yeah,
certainly the Missouri numbers. Yeah. If I could take Oregon minus 21.5, Illinois plus 21.5, Alabama minus now 16.5, Missouri plus 16.5, I would take Alabama minus 16.5 of those 4 bets if I had to.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I have been wrong on damn near every one of my week-by-week plays. I love the Texas-Georgia over last week. Loved Missouri against A&M, Doug. So I'm fadeable.
No, it's not your fault. It's the system that's wronged you.
Thank you. And DraftKings Cal agrees. Is this DraftKings Cal, Chairman?
Indeed.
DraftKings Cal wants to talk it over, Doug.
Okay.
Callier and Thompson phone lines. Good morning, DraftKings Cal.
Why are you abusing us with this college football podcast?
Why are you abusing us of this college football podcast?
Does it feel like our show is a college football podcast?
Yes.
Okay.
We just talked back fat for 20 minutes.
Yeah. And Hot Wife Autumn?
I wasn't listening then.
Okay. You're in your car now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
I'm going to play golf.
Oh, gosh.
Weather's warm down in Austin, Doug.
Mm-hmm. Is that where you are, Austin?
Yeah, it's brutal.
You got your windows down? It sure is loud in that car.
No, they're doing a lot of construction right now.
No, I hear wind.
I have you on CarPlay. Should I switch you over?
Well, yeah, the audio's terrible.
Okay. That wouldn't be any different than the show. Speaking of... The whistle snooting is just out of control.
You call every time you call, and that's what you want to talk about every time.
Excuse me.
Go to another topic, please.
And I stopped PLTDing to call in about this.
Yeah, okay.
Because I demand an update. And I know that there's thousands of people out there that are banging their heads against their dashboards as they're listening to the podcast or the show or whatever this thing is. And they don't have the balls to call in, but I'll do it on behalf.
Because they don't hear anything. Why is it on the podcast and not during the show?
Shut your little whore mouth.
Why don't you take the ear pods out and just listen normally on your computer?
Well, Iggy, as you should know, being a producer for 75 years, there's editing that happens that is different than necessarily what goes out on the airwaves. So I'm sure there's some processing that goes out to Spotify that doesn't go to the airwaves themselves or in your headphones. That's why it sounds different. Also, you've admitted that you can't hear anything. So why are we supposed to believe that it doesn't exist because you can't hear it?
Well, I would hear it because I'm the one doing it right in front of me. I don't hear things 8, 10, 15 feet away like everybody else does.
Dude, you literally poured some sort of cocktail mix 2 days ago into a shaker, and Doug was like, what was that? And Doug and Jackson both said that was so loud, you go, I can't even hear it. That was right in front of you.
No, it was Gatorade next to me, but it wasn't going out of my mouth into the microphone.
Well, we don't hear the whistle snooting.
Do you have anything else to talk about? There is no update. There will be no update. Just either put up with it or listen differently.
Oh. And it's not like his nose is right next to the microphone. It isn't. That's why maybe we don't hear it. I don't know what it is.
All right, well, it's bad. KG's great. Really love that guy. I love calling in, chatting with him. Nice guy. And then my last thing, I'm going to be in St. Louis for 2 weeks here in the next couple weeks. Staying with the fam for Thanksgiving. Would love to get out and swing the sticks. So if anybody wants to have me out to St. Louis or Westboro or Gateway, I don't know. Let me know where to play.
Well, it ain't going to happen.
I haven't played out there forever.
You're asking for people to invite you out to play?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Or Licks. Licks is my boy.
Yeah, why don't you just call him and ask him?
All right.
I don't have his number.
Doug, you have Mr. Licks?
No, I don't have his number. No.
Licks, hit me up.
Okay.
Not in my DMs. Oh, also, random deal. Chris Raby started following me on Instagram.
Good for you.
Okay.
Big day.
No, it was weird. Because we don't have any mutuals, and I don't actually know him personally. But he started following me a few days ago. So, what's up, Raby?
Okay. Oh, okay. Things are looking up for you.
Jackson, I think you're doing a wonderful job.
Thanks, dude.
How about that, Jackson? Nice little pat on the ass. You've been accused of being a communist here as of late.
I know. I'm very McCarthyism.
Well, Jackson, I mean, you know who you're surrounded with. Not in the studio. I just mean you're in St. Louis, man. You're going to get hated on. If you lived in Austin, we'd welcome you with open arms.
I'm good. Loyal to the soil.
Well, okay, fella. That ought to do it.
All right. See ya.
Okay, we'll see you.
That was DraftKings Cal on the Collier and Thompson phone lines.
You want to settle this like men? Let's do it over the AM radio airwaves.
The whistle snooting is odd because I'm telling you, we hear nothing here. Absolutely nothing. And his nose is every bit of 8 to 10 inches away from the microphone proper.
Well, and I clip my nose hairs at least twice a week. So.
Is it nose hairs banging against each other that cause the whistle snooting?
Whistle snooting, which I guess is...
Oh.
But
It's more of an exhale.
I heard it that time.
More of it like when you exhale.
Well, we all have to breathe when we talk, so whatever. As you get older, you probably breathe a little more.
Yeah, a little heavier.
Go ahead, keep calling in. We'll just...
It'd be nice to have gills
work on
to be able to breathe out of the side of your neck.
I would like to live underwater.
Put that off.
Why is that? Like in a submarine or something?
No, I'd like to be a fish.
You would like to be a fish?
I would like to live underwater and just swim around all day.
Try not to get eaten.
I'd like to be a bigger fish. I don't want to be a minnow where you can just get sucked up by anything.
Well, they all get eaten by something.
I'd like to be a whale. They live to be about, 300 years old?
I don't know. As long as you can find enough plankton, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's all about plankton, really.
Nobody messes with them.
DraftKings Cal and Licks being pals is the most on-brand thing of all time. No one likes that humid libland Austin, you squirrely little cuck. Doug, that's from Little Tommy Tribbins.
Squirrely little cuck. I like that.
Well, I think Austin's a good city.
It's the one city in Texas that's very liberal. The one big
Very
city.
young, yeah. College town as well. Mm-hmm. And the capital of Texas.
A lot of homeless in Austin. A lot of homeless.
It's warm.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to... Probably not a lot of homeless in Minnesota in the winter.
No.
I went for South by Southwest one year.
That's something I would like to go to.
You went what now? South by Southwest.
Festival.
Yeah, it's a festival they have every year. Bands. I think they do one too for like movies and things.
Yeah, movie premieres.
They do one for just all music for like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days, probably hundreds of bands, big name bands. It's a fun time.
Okay. I've not been to Austin.
Really?
No. One big city I've missed.
Dude, Austin's great. That's from Kevin at the Lake. Now what are your thoughts?
Okay, dude, that sounds good. Sounds better.
I'd like to check it out. I wouldn't want to move there, but I'd like to check it out.
Traffic MFer, because they've had such an influx on population that
infrastructure.
The infrastructure is not there yet.
Yeah, it makes sense. Seems like anywhere that's like a very sought out, like a desirable, especially bigger cities, like the traffic's going to be pretty rough.
I think I told you what happened to a guy I know that lived down there. He lives in Austin, wanted to buy his first house, had to go way out of town to get it because housing is it's gotten so expensive.
Sure.
Supply and demand is so out of kilter. Had to build a new house in a faraway, brand new subdivision. By the time the house got done, he was offered $150,000 more than what he paid to build it.
Sweet mother of mercy,
This was a matter
Jack.
of 3 or 4 months.
Yeah. So he took that and then bought a house closer?
No, he didn't take it because
right.
he had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Design Air is the sponsor of the email of the day, and something to keep an eye on here is the Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat. Playing really well and has won the last 2 Design Air Heating and Cooling Email of the Day competitions and has closed the gap on Buck Swope and JV Golf Coach. This is a Sunday charge that we haven't seen the likes of in years.
We really haven't.
You were saying, Doug, that it reminded you of Tiger back 2019 with what the Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat is doing. And I think Buck Swope and the JV Golf Coach hear the footsteps. So this is going to be fun here over the final 6 email of the day competitions because there's enough time for the Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat to track him down and take the lead. So this is going to be fun.
Well, good times. Yeah.
You can compete by sending your emails in. Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. Design Air is the official HVAC provider of TMA and the Tim McKernan Show podcast. And Doug's a client, Iggy's a client, I'm a client. Say, friends, why don't you become a client as well? It's Design Air Heating and Cooling online at designairservice.com. Doug, caller Drew is now on the Collier and Thompson phone lines. And these Collier and Thompson phone lines are red hot this morning.
Hello, Drew. Yes, what is it?
How you doing, Doug?
Fine. You?
I'm all right.
All right, then. Well,
hey,
what's up?
What did you say?
What's up? Hit the hole. Let's go.
Hey, I love Mr. Licks. Big fan. I've told him that, but his chicken wing take from the other day was kind of rough.
Doug, you didn't like Licks' chicken wing take?
I've forgotten what the take was.
Basically, that they're all the same.
Yeah, he said that all wings from all wing places are pretty much the same, and maybe if you only like eat in the Central Corridor or at country clubs, which I believe that he does, there could be some truth to all wings being fairly similar. Like they probably all get their wings from the same food distributor, and they use Frank's Red Hot and butter, which is kind of the standard buffalo sauce. You know, you drop them in the deep fryer and serve them up. But yeah, he's got to get to South County more.
What do they have in South County?
Clip that off, Kurt.
Do you think Mr. Licks has ever been on Highway 55?
Doubtful.
Yeah,
Certainly never been on Lee May Ferry.
Right. So let me try to put together a Mount Rushmore for him of St. Louis wing places.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
You know, there are spots deep in Oakville that I haven't been to that people swear by.
Deep in Oakville.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't done enough Oakvilling myself, but these are the places that I've been. And this isn't any sort of ranked order, but Fraley's is a must. That's at like 55 in Butler Hill. Okay. I think it's right next to a Deerberg's or a Schnucks, kind of in a shopping center, but
I see.
Terrific. Bunch of different kinds there. Original trash. They do a Caribbean jerk. Mm-hmm. All worth trying at Fraley's. Delaney's, also in South County, off Tesson Ferry. They've got to be on there too. They do the big jumbo wings, sort of a creamy wing sauce, like not your standard, more smooth buffalo.
Yeah.
Unique and very tasty at Delaney's. I got to say, Milo's grilled wings too on the hill. They're deep fried and then grilled, so they have the crisp of the fryer, but also some char and grill marks from the grill.
Mm-hmm. You like that? Yeah.
That's actually might be my number one. My George Washington at Milo's. Fourth, I want to put Cyberg's on there because when you're in the mood for that mustard-based sauce, it like really, really slaps.
Yeah.
But then Filoni's and Uncle Leo's probably need a place on my list too.
Okay.
They also do the jumbo wings, kind of like Delaney's, like the better quality of chicken wing, and that fungo sauce is terrific.
Well, you know a lot about fattening food. Are you a heavy set gentleman?
I don't think wings are actually bad for you at all.
No. Fried food, fried skin is great for you.
It's all protein and there's no carbs. Dip it in some ranch, which I think is healthy.
No.
All right, there you go, Licks. That was a top 5 for you. Just you got to leave West County once in a while if you can stomach it.
Not a bad little list.
Oh, and you guys are morons.
Oh, pot him down! Cut his mic!
You play a lot of those sort of like homemade return songs from breaks, the Cardinals ones, and Halloween and the President song, and you talk about them like they were all performed by this band Acoustic Sessions.
Who were they performed by?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just all labeled that in your system, but those are different artists.
Yeah, Doug, it's a variety of artists.
Gosh, I guess that makes us morons.
Halloween is definitely written and performed by Acoustic Sessions.
Good.
So is Cinco de Mayo, that one.
President's
and he does
Day.
a 4th of...
We have a folder called Acoustic Sessions songs. That's I wouldn't credit Acoustic Sessions for songs they didn't write.
Well, those are not all Acoustic Sessions.
I know, but we didn't say that
July
they were.
One,
This is a weird
bombs
take.
with your moms.
That is Acoustic Sessions.
Yeah, those 3. Cinco de Mayo, Halloween, and the Smoke Bombs with Your Moms.
President's Day song. Why? How are you going to forget that?
Dude, the President song is not Acoustic Sessions.
Oh, I think you're wrong.
Well, who is it?
I think you're wrong. It's too well produced. Like compared to, it's not even an acoustic track.
Doug, we might have a breaking story here.
Good, very well, yeah.
I actually have a working theory that Mr. Fix, do you remember him?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
That he is the Acoustic Sessions guy, like 10 years later now? Because I think it was in the Sea Monster era that Sea Monster or someone else reached out to Acoustic Sessions to try to get that guy on.
Mm-hmm.
But he had no interest in joining the show and was kind of offended that you guys were mocking him a little bit.
President's Day song by Acoustic Sessions. I'm looking at it on YouTube.
Wow. How do you like that?
Is that it's like on their channel?
Yeah.
Well, I stand down.
Who's the moron now?
I think that's fair.
Oh, okay.
But back to my Mr. Fix theory.
All right.
So he got back to someone and said that he was kind of upset with you guys. And so I feel like the Mr. Fix character, whatever character that was like a form of revenge on the hosts and the listeners. And you can hear it in the voice, too. Mr. Fix sounds like a grown-up Acoustic Sessions guy if you really break it down.
Mm-hmm.
And the lack of talent might be a common element there, too.
Oh, gosh. Well, you're coming down hard.
We'll get Buck Swope on it. One more thing before I go.
Yeah.
The more active folks on the TMA subreddit seem to think that there was a time when this was like a well-polished, well-produced radio program.
No.
And I feel like they're kind of missing the plot on that. It's never been a good show, and that's kind of the point.
Right.
All right. Bye.
Like there is. That's caller Drew. We've heard from DraftKings Cal, caller Ellen, and caller Drew. I mean, what a munkin' St. Louis Acura, munkin' Burkhardt Alton Toyota.
I haven't been to any of those South County places that he says is great for wings.
Riveting radio, 300-pound men bragging about which deep-fried foods can boost their cholesterol scores. It's in the 573. And, Doug, they are not happy with the show again.
I do remember once going, and I think I told this story, going to do a story on the Rams rookies who had just arrived in town, and the team dietitian took them to a grocery store. Remember, these are 22-year-old kids who've had everything done for them throughout their athletic careers. Taking them to the grocery store, telling them what to buy, what not to buy. And this dietitian told him the worst things you can eat are chicken wings. It's all fried skin. It's pretty, well, not all, but 80% fried skin.
What if they're grilled wings or smoked?
Grilled would certainly be better than fried.
Because I like a smoked wing a lot.
But they made a point out of saying, don't eat the wings.
Yeah. Cheap meal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like pizza would be way up there.
Chairman Kurt, what's going on back there?
Phone lines are just hotter than can be. Hot as can be. Yep. Biff line 1.
Oh.
Would you like to elaborate on what you sent to me via text, though, sir?
He's been calling in quite a bit this morning and just wasn't able to get to it until this one. So, ladies and gentlemen, Biff.
Okay.
Like Biff's on the Callier and Thompson phone lines, and the audience, his disdain for the program is about to intensify.
Hello, Biff.
Hello,
Biff.
guys.
Yeah. Yes.
What's the topic today? Chicken?
Well, we just had a brief Mount Rushmore of chicken wings. Will you have a thought on chicken?
Matter of fact, I got a list of the top 13
perfect.
chicken stuff foods in St. Louis.
Could we
ruin me?
I'm sorry, everybody.
Could we cut it to a Mount Rushmore, please? The top 4.
Time to take a break. It's a pretty good list, Doug.
I know, but we're so pressed for time.
Yeah, but that last caller, he said you guys were morons, and he had a bad show. I disagree.
Oh,
thank you. How about that, Doug?
Okay.
Promo.
You can give us 5 and 5 instead of 4.
I think you guys are all great. I think you're all great, awesome, and you have a wonderful show. So I disagree with that last caller, although he did have a good call.
Well, thank you, Biff. Thank you, Biff.
Yeah. Who's going to win the World Series, Tim?
Oh, gosh.
I don't work here, but hit the whole Biff.
Chairman Kurtz, I don't know.
That was a good line.
I'll take the Yankees.
Yeah. No. I think I'm hoping for a Game 7 and a barn burner.
Yeah, I share that opinion with you, sir.
Yeah. If you had put money on it, though, you'd bet on the Yankees, eh?
I wouldn't put money on it, honestly. I'm basing it on the pitching situation. They got good pitching, right, Doug?
They got good pitching, we got good pitching. They got good defense, they got a good manager, we got a good manager. We got a good ball club, they got a good ball club. There's your World Series preview.
You think there's any chance I know he hasn't pitched this year, but what if it comes to Game 7 and a World Series on the line? Think Ohtani comes in for a relief pitcher?
I do not.
No.
But at the same time, we didn't see Michael Wacha for a month, and he came in to finish off the NLCS. So, Doug, you never know.
Yeah, it could happen, I guess.
Yeah, true stuff. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, quickly now with the chicken, the Mount Rushmore of chicken.
Okay, it's the top. These are my chicken lists in St. Louis.
You're gonna get more than 4, Doug. You know that.
Can we get the top 4, please?
Okay, number 13. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Number 12, Lee's Famous Recipe Fried Chicken. Number 11, Sweet Sue Chicken and Dumplings from Schnucks.
Oh, my God.
10 is Chicken Strips at Busch Stadium. Number 9, Tombstone Pizza with chicken and mushrooms.
Nice. That's good.
Number 8, Angry Beavers Chicken Strips with ketchup. Number 7, Church's Fried Chicken Spicy Chicken Sandwich. Number 6, Burger King's Chicken Fries. You ever had those, Doug?
No,
Chicken
no,
fries?
I haven't. I have not. I don't get to Burger King as often as I would like to.
There you go.
They look like fries, but they're chicken.
Sounds good.
Number 5, Hodak's. You ever been there?
Yes,
Hodak's, right?
yes, I've been to Hodak's.
Yep, there's a line going 2 blocks long on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
We get in. Number 4, Hot Shots Chicken Sandwich. Good stuff, Doug. Number 3, Quick Trick chicken sandwich in a plastic bag.
QT? Is that what you said? QT?
Yeah, they got a processed one in a plastic bag, pre-made. It's pretty good.
Okay.
Number 2, Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. And number 1 is McDonald's chicken McNuggets with sweet and sour sauce.
I'll be darned.
There it
McDonald's.
is. Unbelievable.
It's a nice list, Biff. Nice list.
Yeah.
All right.
Tim, they got a special this weekend at Diamond Cabaret. They're going to have Friday and Saturday night where they have the 2 girls dance together on each other on the stages on both evenings.
Doug, how about that? The more popular or less popular? Less popular, MFF.
Mm-hmm.
They bring in extra girls for this one, Tim. It's worth the viewing pleasure.
You're going to be there, are you?
Oh yeah, be there. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Make sure you got a few hundred ones in your pocket too.
A few hundred ones.
Make it rain, Doug.
Okay, well.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right with Burger King, it's another place I don't get to as often as I probably should.
Burger King.
Yeah.
Whopper's underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever had chicken sticks?
Yes, I've had some chicken sticks.
Where at?
Well, various restaurants around the world.
Give us your top 13 chicken sticks.
No, they look just like a cheese stick, only they're chicken.
Haven't had that.
They're pretty good. My brother's a commercial food salesman, so he hooks me up with every bar food there is.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
You got a deep fryer on your counter?
We do not have a deep fryer here at the station.
No, at your house, at your household.
A deep fryer, I do not. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, you're missing life.
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay. Well, it was a nice list, Biff. Thank you.
Okay, we've been here a long time. We good?
Okay, Mo.
Thank you, Biff. Wonderful call, Doug. That's Biff on the Callier and Thompson phone lines. Big 7 o'clock hour here. Munganess feeling like it's ROI season. I know that. Guys, it's a thriving city when all the top food choices are fast food. Your cholesterol won't end it fast enough. Biff, do us a favor, and instead of dropping chicken, put your head in the deep fryer. Your next shift. That's from the Vice President of TMA Special Projects, Mario in Charlotte. And he's not high on Biff's call or the region's trajectory.
And wanted to put his head right in the deep fryer?
That'd probably be way up there with worse ways to go.
It would, yeah.
I would think.
I suppose it would kill you, right? Just burn your skin right off.
Yeah.
This might be the worst hour in the show's history. That's from Mayor Don. Doug, you want to do the Mount Rushmore top 13 worst hours in the show?
Usually you just back it up. Wherever we are, you just back it up a few hours.
Yeah. I'm kind of with Doug there.
Well, we have learned quite a bit about chicken.
I liked how he had the bagged sandwich from QT within the top 5.
I never think about eating a QT. I stop in there every now and then for a drink. I never really think about pulling up for a meal. Although I've heard people say the food's not bad.
People love that Casey's pizza. I've had it too. I'd say it's similar like Costco pizza, where it's like, you know what, for the price, this is good.
That breakfast pizza they have is choice.
Yeah, my brother loves that.
The only time I go to QT is if I'm out of milk. It's the only thing I'll buy there if I'm out of milk.
How about gas?
No, I go to Mobile.
Oh.
I was in there the other day getting milk, and I said, God, I want to make chili tonight and eat crackers. You can get, like, the big crackers that have 4 pouches in them.
4-pouch crackers?
They'll have 4 rolls, you know.
Okay.
They're like $3.79 at Schnucks. They had one little box, which has, like, 20 crackers, $8.95.
Oh.
You got to be kidding me.
You've got to be kidding.
So I don't shop at QT.
Why don't you go to Walmart to get your cracker pouches?
I went to Walgreens yesterday to get them.
MD 2020 wants Daddy Padre to call in to talk about the Robert Thomas injury since he's in the room.
Well, he can't call in, so...
MD 2020, he's not allowed to call in.
He has some good information. I guess we'd have to make an
I'm
exception.
sure he knows exactly what's going on.
Doug, 6 weeks for number 18 and a team that was trending in a precarious spot as it was, now loses their best player. Hello again, everybody.
Number 1 centerman out.
That's really, it really is kind of a ball breaker.
Yeah, I know. I wonder if they'll make a trade. Probably not, or just hope one of the young guys steps up. I
Why do you hate
Probably
Oscar
with the-
Sundquist?
Yeah,
I
he's
don't.
coming
He's
back.
hurt too.
He's coming off.
That was part of the deal yesterday.
Okay.
Show prep.
Well, I guess he'd be the guy to take the roster spot.
Yeah. Move Schenner.
Yeah, Shin will go from third line to first line.
Doug, if this note falls apart over the next 6 weeks, and Missouri loses to Roll Tide and ILL loses to the Duck, what do we have?
We have Missouri basketball coming off a winless season in the SEC. Winless. It's still hard to believe in basketball. You could go winless for an entire league schedule.
Yeah, time to right the wrongs.
I wonder who the last Power 5 conference team was that went completely winless during a basketball season.
Crowdsource.
That was a major crowdsource right there.
Here I go.
Here
I am. I'm an
can't
enabler.
imagine.
I'm enabling it by looking this up.
I can't imagine it's happened very often. Because in hoops, maybe more than any other sport, some nights somebody gets hot.
Especially at home.
You get a break, you get a call, go your way. Somebody can't miss, and you win. You eke one out. Not us. We wore the collar. 0-18.
Jackson, you're looking. That's what's going on. I'm letting it breathe, but if I shouldn't...
I don't know if I'm going to be able to find this.
No, I didn't.
Boston College did it in the ACC in 2016.
How about that?
Okay. What were they, 0-18?
Thank you, Chairman. That was good. Doug, you got crowdsourced.
I did, yeah,
right
I
there.
got the answer.
See, crowdsourcing can work. 100 West Dental can absolutely work. That's Dr. Brandon Pryor. He's a spicy little dish. That's what you say every time he comes in.
That.
And he's got the dentist office right there on Manchester Road, across from Munganess, St. Louis Acura, and Munganess, Burkhardt, Alton Toyota. Went out there last month, got a chance to see it firsthand. No phone calls needed to get in. Just check the calendar online for availability and book right then and there. They have a huge offer going on right now that if you mention my name, you get $1,000 off an Invisalign package. If you're on the fence about Invisalign, they have a digital scanner. It can show you a simulation of what it'll look like before you even go through with it. It is 100 West Dental. And don't separate dental health from the rest of your body's health. Poor dental health can impact your overall health. Make sure it's taken care of. Do not avoid it. Go to 100 West Dental and get checked out. No insurance, no problem. The membership plan aids in the cost of dental work for those who do not have dental insurance. Go to 100westdental.com or call 636-585-0100. That's 100 West Dental. Doug, you know anything about Mark Milton?
Yeah, you talk about spicy little dishes. Hello, Milty. You'll be saying, I'm not guilty. I'm with Milty, and I'm with this spicy little dish. If the godforsaken tax man comes after you, you know who you got in your corner? Mark Milton. If you have years of unfiled tax returns, tax liens, bank levies, maybe wage garnishments keeping you up at night, Mark Milton is the guy there to help you. He started his legal career with the Department of Justice Tax Division in Washington, D.C., where he represented the IRS in tax cases throughout the country and even received the DOJ's Outstanding Trial Attorney Award. Now, wouldn't you like someone like that on your side if you have a tax case? If you have tax problems, you've got a real issue. You should contact STL Tax Lawyer Mark Milton, spicy little dish, at stltaxlawyer.com. He helps individuals and small businesses solve their tax problems. Any kind of issue at all with your taxes, Mark Milton is your guy. You'll be saying, I'm not guilty, I'm with Milty. Remember, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
There it is. Mark Milton, sponsor of TMA. Send your emails in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. The Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat is mounting a Sunday charge here with 6 Design Air Heating and Cooling email day for October remaining. Buck Swope and JV golf coach tied at 5. The Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat has 3 wins. Coach Steve, Brian Henshin, Champagne Jesus, and Logs O'Plenty, all with 1 win. Text in, Schafer Door Company, text inbox, and what an hour it was for the Collier and Thompson phone line, 636-9004-TMA. And weird that all 3 callers were, or no, caller Ellen. We did have a female caller.
Yes, we did. Nice. Of course we did.
So what do we have? We had
Sure as heck
Biff,
did.
Drew, DraftKings Cal, and then caller Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
Man, these phone lines, Doug, you've
And
always been on board.
They really brought it strong, too.
Yep.
We can't get enough chicken wing talk. That's what people want to hear about.
I agree with you. Mount Rushmores and such.
South County locations of chicken wings.
So you can call in with your Mount Rushmores, 636-9004-TMA. You are listening to The Morning After, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
WPNT-FM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Craving a fiesta for your taste buds? Welcome to Rosalita's Cantina, your ultimate Tex-Mex getaway. Indulge in their mouth-watering tacos, queso-smothered burritos, and the best chips and salsa imaginable. Dine in on their beautiful patio, majestic bar, elegant dining hall, or grab it to go. And don't forget to check out their location at Enterprise Center. No game or concert is complete without nachos and a margarita. Rosalita's Cantina, where the sunshine never ends. Learn more at rosalitascantina.com.
Hi, this is Chris Pondoff from Illinois Recovery Center. As someone who battled alcoholism and addiction for 20 plus years, I understand the dark places you can find yourself stuck in. Alcoholism and substance abuse takes a heavy toll on your body and your mind, but you can overcome it. Start your journey to recovery at the Illinois Recovery Center, a rehab treatment center that provides comprehensive and customized rehabilitation addiction treatment. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, please know that there is hope. Visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com today.
If you talk to someone who has had a kitchen remodel, say, from Collier and Thompson, they'd probably love to show it to you and say, look what our place looks like now. Collier and Thompson does it, and they do it right. Also, football season is here. You might want to update that man cave. Nothing better than sitting in a comfortable man cave, and Collier and Thompson can make it look like the best place in your house. You want an appliance? Maybe an appliance for the holidays. You're thinking about that. They've got the top brand names. They got Bosch, Thermador, Wolf, Sub-Zero. Got them all. Old Stacy is the appliance guy. He'll do you right. Matthew and Eric are the appliance installers. Also, they are looking to hire some lead contractors. If that is your line of work and you'd like to work for the best company in town that does this sort of stuff, Collier and Thompson is the one to look for. They've got almost everything, and it's all right there in-house. No need to go to 5 or 8 different places to remodel one room. With Collier and Thompson, the countertops, appliances, lighting, flooring, hardware, plumbing, electric, you name it, it is all right there in-house. They will take absolutely great care of you. Collier and Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier and Thompson, come home to quality. Online at collierandthompson.com.
Why Brown and Crouppen? If you hire us, you're going to get great service, you're going to get a great result. We're the winningest, and quite frankly, we're the kindest.
A strong voice, an advocate.
Why Brown and Crouppen? We provide a family. We have the power, the resources, and the ability to do what you need us to do, which is to get every cent that you deserve for the terrible thing that was done to you.
That's why Brown and Crouppen. The choice of a lawyer is important and shouldn't be based on an ad.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent, today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
Ready to step your game up to the next level? 5P Academy is the place for any high-level 8 to 18-year-old football player. Based in O'Fallon, Missouri, we have national travel, 7-on-7, and flag football teams with professional coaches. Pre-registration for our 2025 season tryouts in November is open now. Come be a part of the championship-winning 5P family. For more details, email info@5pacademy.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge, newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
TMA brings you the 3rd annual TMA Trivia Night, Friday, November 15th at Tim's alma mater, St. Gabe's, starting at 7:30. All kinds of trivia, including sports, entertainment, St. Louis-centric, TMA round thrown in there too. All hosted by the guys from TMA. Get single tickets, tables of 8, or anything in between. Tickets are on sale now and cost $50 a person. Portions of the proceeds will go to St. Gabe's. Ticket includes food from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, plus beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. Please drink responsibly and feel free to bring your own food and beverages too. Find out more at tmastl.com.
Butter me up, Daddy.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Break it down. Burritos, Totitos, Doritos, and Cheetos, Fritos, Mojitos, and the Senoritos, Flamillos, and Trios with the jalapenos. Yeah. Tacos from Pacos with panchos, nachos, churros, rancheros, and some canyoneiros. I'm out. Adios, amigos. We're both the stuff on everything, our burgers and our fries, and don't forget your chicken wings. Yeah, we'll celebrate today. This one's for the mayo. There you have it. The Cinco de Mayo anthem. Best thing out there right now, no doubt about it.
Song ends. No fade.
No, you always have a problem with some of these edits.
That's how they don't do outros.
It's the Fisher Window and Door Store 8 o'clock hour here on TMA, and it's presented to you by Brown and Crouppen. We want people calling in. We already have 4 calls today. Can we get to 10 calls?
Oh, gosh.
We've done it before.
How much can you talk about chicken wings?
636-9004-TMA. You can email in for the Design, Air, Heating, and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com, and text in for the Schafer Door Company text inbox. I know something about Mildy, Doug. The guy's got a sim bay in his office. How many 21 handicaps do you know that have a sim bay? That's sandbagging son of a bitch.
Oh.
Great tax guy, though. Thanks. That's from Arbor Day.
Well, I've played golf with him. He's not sandbagging that much. There's times he just hits the hell out of the ball. I mean, 300-yard drives.
Bomb season.
But like most of us who only play a couple times a month, there's a blow-up hole every now and then. There's a 6 or 7 on your card sometimes. Not Sam, but he has a potential to be a very good player if he got to play more.
Think he could be on tour?
I'm not saying he could be on tour. No, he could be on the tax attorney tour. He'd be on that tour for sure. If you're talking about PGA Tour, I don't think he's quite ready for that. I don't think he would mind me saying that.
I don't know. Might lose those advertising dollars.
Well, maybe he's practiced a lot, and I could be wrong about that too. I don't know. With his connection with the IRS, I'm afraid to say much more. I don't want to be audited. If I am, that's where I'll go.
Blues and Leafs are tonight.
Okay.
Greg Berube gets to see his former team.
This is the first time they played Berube?
Yeah.
Well, and we're without Tomer. We're without Tomer.
Yeah, here's JR on the ramifications of 18 Doug being out.
Okay.
Tough news for the Blues. I do think that this is the player that you can ill afford to lose. I mean, obviously Jordan Binnington fits in that category too, but you do have Joel Hofer who could step in. Defensively, I think you got a Parayko, you got a Broberg, you got a Falk. Guys can step up. But this team, I think, hurts at center, and especially a number one center with the skills that Robert Thomas has. So what they did today, and I'm sure you guys have talked about it a little bit, Braden Shen will be, quote-unquote, top-line center. He's between Saad and Neighbors, and then Buchnevich will stay at center. Again, the lack of depth at the position a little bit, especially in the top 6, kind of shows there. And then you have Holloway. So that's the move there. Dylan Holloway, who's played some on the wing, is going to slip into the middle and play that third-line center spot. So as far as Dvorsky goes, I did touch on that a little bit with the team today, and I don't think that's the option, at least right now. I think, similar, I take it to the Cardinal conversation. You don't want to toy with these guys. Let them get their feet wet. There's a reason he went down. He wasn't ready. get that seasoning, come up when you're ready. No sense in forcing Dvorsky now just because you have the Thomas injury.
There you go. No Dalibor Dvorsky, and that's Jackson's guy, too.
I really like his game. Saucy mitts.
Yeah. Holloway's going to have to step it up.
He's got saucy mitts as the Matthew Joseph.
Yeah, he looks good.
I saw a shot he put. I was like, ooh, dipsy doodle.
You like his mitts, do you?
Sure.
Hey, Tim, speaking of Milty, I gave one of his frat boys the clap after singing him out on me and my dad's cut blow and whoring him out at the townie gay bar in Champaign named C Street.
Oh. Recovering alcoholic?
Yeah, actually, you saw the text.
I recognize the writing.
What's his deal with townies?
He likes to say it, I think.
I think he's into
He strings them out, too, on this junk.
Somehow you're a Hoosier if you're a townie. If you live in a college town and don't go to school, you're a Hoosier.
I feel like there's like if you live in Columbus, Ohio, I wouldn't call you a townie for Ohio State.
What, do you think Wash U people call us townies?
I'd be surprised.
If you were to hook up with some girl from St. Louis U, you'd be a townie.
I would?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
I don't know about that.
Well, you absolutely would be.
I feel like if it's a major metropolitan area,
it's just a word for someone who's not a student at that school.
I get that, but I feel like that connotation is more for smaller towns.
Now you're denying the fact that you're a townie and hooked up.
Well, there's
with
a
this
college
girl.
in every city in America.
Just about.
What if somebody from Wash U actually lived in St. Louis, went to Wash U, and went out with Jackson?
Townie?
Aren't they both townies?
No, if she goes to Wash U, she's not a townie.
So if you
Even if
if
she
you live
lives
in
there?
Columbia, Missouri, and go to Mizzou, you're no longer a townie.
You are a townie.
Because we would, yeah.
Well, I just said, if you went to Wash U and you're from St. Louis, you'd still be a townie.
No, you say she's going to Wash U. Well, she's going to Wash U, she's not a townie.
But he just said if you go to Columbia, you live in Columbia and go to Mizzou, you're a county. You said yes.
No, you would not be a townie. If you
Well,
went to
yes, said
Mizzou,
yes.
well, then I was wrong. If you went to Mizzou, or if you're going to Mizzou, or you're going to Wash U, you are no longer a townie.
Well, first of all, you don't have a mom because you're not married, so your kids don't have that mom that you're dating.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that was
Possibly the worst sentence ever uttered in America.
top 5.
I don't know where you're going with it either. You don't have a mom.
Well, everybody's a townie at some point. So if you don't go to school, you're a townie.
Well, if you're heading to Tuscaloosa this week, you can hang out with the townie, Doug. But A.J. McCarron is our townie.
Mm-hmm.
He's the Battlehawks quarterback, and he went after his alma mater yesterday. Did you have a chance to watch him on
No.
McCready and Siskey?
I missed it. First day I've missed that in years.
He was on with them and talking about the state of Alabama football. They're really not pleased down there. You might be surprised to hear since they have 2 losses. He says, I think for sure the standard that everybody was used to for so long after Alabama fans went through a bunch of hell leading up to those glorious years, I think it's definitely a different era. I don't think you'll see the same standard from discipline, just things that the team seems to do. It's a new day and age. Everybody's worried about effing TikTok and having a reel and being on highlights of their personal self and personal gain and how much money they can get from NIL. We just didn't have that S back then. It was a team sport. You came together as a team because you had one common goal, because you knew that's how you were going to make your money, was by winning. Winning attracts people to that program. It attracts scouts. It attracts GMs. It attracts ownership to allow yourself that opportunity to make a lot of money and change your family tree for a long time. You can just tell it's not the same. A.J. McCarron. He says the players are, everybody's worried about effing TikTok. I was listening, you boys heard me actually, I came in, I was listening to the College Game Day podcast, and Reese Davis said back in just last year, freshmen were not allowed to talk, not necessarily talk in general, but talk to the media, because now they have podcasts. They used to have afternoon workouts, now it's early morning workouts, and then there was another change that has been substantial, and Reese Davis is an Alabama guy. So maybe the thing's spiraling. Maybe Drew Pine is going to go in there and close the door on Roll Tide Roll.
I don't know about that.
Diego Pavia, Drew Pine.
Mm-hmm. You have to expect a different culture with a different coach. Boer's had a lot of success himself.
Do you think it's the coach who sets the culture more, or
Sure.
the prestige of the team of the university?
I think it's the coach. There can't be another sport more than college football where the head coach is so important.
Yeah, I think
the
both
coach is
college football
everything.
and basketball, the coaches are the big stars.
Yeah.
But they're the consistent. They're there every year. Players change all the time.
Even in basketball, if you have a superstar, he can kind of
transcend.
Yeah, he can kind of trump anything that a coach might do that's wrong. He can kind of take over a game by himself.
Don't let me down, Jimmy Cruz.
Yeah,
Jimmy Cruz.
One football player can't do that. And then I wouldn't imagine they're ever going to get back to the level that Saban have, or any other program, really.
Do you think A.J. McCarron's is saying that now because he considers himself a St. Louisan?
And would like to take a shot, wants to see Missouri win?
Yep.
And making a ton of money for the Battlehawks?
Very possible.
So maybe we should take his comments with a grain of salt.
Well, there's probably some truth to it.
It's a little get off my lawn guy kind of take.
But he's saying it's different, and it certainly is different. Things are a lot different now than they were 5-10 years ago. Yeah. A lot different.
This is bordering on get off my lawn. I don't disagree with a lot of what he said. But I'm not in there every day. I don't know how it works. I didn't play for Alabama like A.J. McCarron did, so I have a frame of reference. So I will default to him, but I think it's a little like, I think those guys really want to play good football as well.
They probably do. But when you have a culture where your head coach is as big an icon as Saban, possibly and arguably the greatest college football coach ever, things are going to change when he's not there. Mm-hmm. Probably a lot more relaxed. He doesn't, the new guy can't come in and rule with the same iron fist that Saban had and was unquestioned about any of it. What freshman's going to stand up to Nick Saban and say, no, I don't believe that. I'm going to do what I want to do? Nobody.
I think it came across as like some of the baseball, football players, whatever, bitch about the money these guys are making now. Like my day, I hit 350, hit 48 home runs, and I made $48,000. Now they're making $48 million a year. And that's what it came across, that these guys are making NIL money, have their TikToks, have their Instagrams. They didn't have that when he played. And he's upset that he didn't get all the money.
Well, I don't know, maybe. I agree with most of that. But they didn't have that stuff, so they are pulled in different directions than they used to be. There's no doubting that.
Sure. Yeah, the world of college athletics has changed. I mean, you had Tony Bennett saying that, college sports are really, really in the tank right now.
I wonder if we get to the point where they just don't even make any more of the charade of going to class. Just come here, you're a football player.
You don't really hear much about players not being eligible anymore, do you?
No, it's not really a thing. Never. All of them pass. They're all wonderful scholars, every last one of them. Basketball pretty much too, and maybe we're there already and we're just naive to it.
Yeah, I think that right there is more likely the case, is that it's kind of don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
Which, hey, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, especially when you're talking SEC football.
Yeah, we found out they did that in North Carolina basketball for years.
Right.
They had a course of study, everybody, the teachers were in on it. They just gave the kids passing grades, kept them eligible.
The key was anybody could sign up for the class. So they skirted around it.
But didn't, because most students are actually there to try to get a
definitely at UNC, grade. Yeah, definitely at UNC.
Dave Portnoy has Brianna chicken fries back.
Who?
This link is already yielding positive results.
In the wake of Brianna chicken fries' stunning split from Zach Bryan, who confirmed their breakup Tuesday, Barstool Sports founder Portnoy took to X. Like, you never really take to it.
No, I don't say that.
And shared the Cuttings Taylor Swift track, The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. I'm dedicating this to Brianna Chicken Fry. Portnoy, a dedicated Swiftie, wrote alongside the lyric video for the 2024 song off of Swift's latest album, The Tortured Poets Department. The song, which is speculated to be about Swift's ex, the 1975's Maddie Haley, features lyrics such as, "You didn't measure up in any measure of a man," and appeared to be a not-so-veiled shot at Brian, 28, whose relationship with Chicken Fry became public last summer. Addressing something, "Brianna and me have broken up with each other, and I respect and love her with every ounce of my heart," Zach Bryan wrote in a post on Instagram stories. "She has loved me unconditionally for a very long time, and for that, I will always thank her." Bryan added how he had an incredibly hard year personally and struggled through some pretty severe things. "I thought it would be beneficial for both of us to go our different ways. I'm not perfect and never will be. With everything I am, and to let everything when I'm down, I'm sorry. I'll try my best at everything. I failed people that love me, and mostly myself." Doug Brianna Chicken Fry does the BFF podcast with Dave Portnoy and Josh Richards.
Why do they call her Chicken Fry?
That was always her name on social media. I think she's
Why?
trying to get away from it. Is
Wouldn't
what I've
you?
sensed. Yeah. That's the thing is like the Mr. Beast. Like he made that like account when he was like 10 years old. And now he's like one of the richest people in America. Now is Mr. Beast. You know, sometimes these internet names that you gave yourself years ago can bite you right in the ass.
Won't you? Chicken Fry.
It's from an old Vine video where she compared her leg to a Burger King chicken fry.
Got it. Thank you, Chairman.
All right.
Does she have nice legs?
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm a big fan, though.
Are you?
She seems sporting. She got those tats.
Well, she's available now.
Yeah, she went on Instagram to like talk about it, and I don't know, anytime like you're crying into the camera on Instagram, it's very much
fake.
Like
about why my account is deleted.
Like
that's
I don't
fake.
know, like if
right?
I'm crying, the last place I want to be is on Instagram.
Yeah, I will never understand taking a breakup to the public sector.
It's please feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You think you got it bad? Listen to my horror story.
Yeah, if I'm weeping, the last thing I want to do is open up my phone. Nor is it anyone's like business. So like I don't think.
She said, "When I'm ready, I'll be back and ready to talk." But she talked.
So she like put out this like 2 or 3 minute long video.
I see 4-minute video. It says.
Yeah, and at the end she was like, "I'm taking a break, and then I'll talk about it later." But she just got done talking about it.
This is like her third social media break in the last month.
We're supposed
How
to
many
say
social media breaks are you?
almost every day. But we're supposed to say,
Well, I just see a
no,
good meme.
please don't go away. Please don't. That's
Well,
what
no,
she's
we
fishing
love
for
you,
there.
Brianna.
Someone was posting on her account from her story last night, and it said it was somebody else, and they were doing it with Brianna's permission.
Okay.
Pornography, nothing. I never did any of that. I don't even use DMs or talk to people on there.
Oh, brother.
You're that
frustrated.
You do see a lot of people complaining or telling you about their woes or their problems. Isn't that the last thing you would want people to do is to pity you or feel sorry for you?
It wouldn't be for me personally, but it feels like I don't know. Dating another celebrity seems like a whole thing. It seems like it can make you ascend quickly, and then you have situations like this where it's like now I have to be on Instagram crying. And that's right.
So you felt like that was acting?
No.
Well, I know we were listening to the great Lana Rhodes there, but
that
the
might have
other
been
one-
acting. Hers, no. But again, like if you're really like emotional, I get that. Like she's made her money off being on Instagram and social media. So I get like if you're going to make the money off of it, you got to give it everything.
And so she was a social media star before being on Barstool. Is that the
Yeah, Kurt, that would be a fair assessment, right? She was like really big on TikTok, and then
What was she
got
doing
hired
on
by
TikTok to
Barstool.
get her popularity?
I'm not really sure.
What was she doing on TikTok to get?
I don't have any idea.
I think she was doing TMA lip syncs. I kind of copied her on that.
She was just breaking down segments.
Do you think on our website we ought to do some videos where we're crying more?
What would make you cry?
Just the fact that we're still on the show? I don't know.
Doug,
Do you
it's
think
year 21
I
for
know.
TMA, and then you just start losing it.
Just start weeping.
Do you think that would make for some good videos if we were just to cry our eyes out every day? That could be our thing.
I'm an ugly crier, so I'm out.
Can you cry on cue?
No. I'm impressed by people who can.
Yeah.
But I get all puffy faced, sweaty. It's no good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what are you crying about?
It's been a long time. I rarely ever like bawl, but emotional scenes in movies or TV, I might have. It's a little water might.
Oh, really?
A little water might just form just
Oh,
right
all
here.
right.
Just a little bit, a little bit of water. But it's usually like in moments of kind of happiness.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Ferrario's ball gag says.
Great name.
Did he have a ball gag in last week for that torture
He was
thing?
bound. I remember he lost some punishment. And he was bound to the chair. Rocky suggested that if they didn't like his take, that they should just push the chair away from the mic, and he couldn't move back. And I liked that.
We're living in the time of being a victim, being a fad. That's from Ferrario's ball gag.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So then you get sympathy from strangers on social media, and that
guess.
fills the void. I don't
guess.
know. I'm asking.
I think a lot of that is void filling in terms of social media.
I guess. To me, personally, it feels like a weakness. Like, here's something I can't handle. Boo-hoo, feel sorry for me. I would never admit that.
Definitely wouldn't be the thing I would open up Instagram.
No.
I'd never go Instagram Live if my first time was when I was weeping about something.
Mm-hmm.
Last year when Mizzou couldn't win a conference game was the last time Jackson cried. That's from Mayor Don.
No, the writing was on the wall there. I picked up on that quickly. It was not going to be the year.
Guys, Jackie was bawling his eyes out when Mizzou lost to Princeton a couple years ago. It's from Sniffin' Hole.
Writing was on the wall there when they couldn't get a rebound. Maybe against Norfolk State. I was probably really close.
Yeah, you were 14 then.
Yeah, I was probably really close.
Here come the waterworks.
Well, I mean, I was planning on a little Final Four run.
Yeah. It didn't get it.
To be stifled.
Mm-hmm.
I've been on a social media break since 2007. I've somehow managed to get through life without social media. Rediscover your family. Show them you care for the rest of your life. Russ Patton. That's from Mitch. This is kind of an economy question. Are you stocking up on Cumsteins? Doug, wouldn't that material be great on the Twitter tweets and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok?
Mm-hmm. And we just told people all of our problems. Any little thing that's bothering us.
Well, that's what I think the issue is. So many of these people got famous off putting everything they do on social media. So if you're going to do everything, you have to have the stuff of you crying, because that gets a lot of people, especially when it's after a celebrity breakup like that. You have to capitalize essentially on that, and that's the damnedest thing about it.
How is that capitalizing though? How do you make money off of that?
Views,
and then you get more money for the advertisers.
That you probably get direct payment.
I would really like to have an explanation of it, because you say views, but that there has to be essentially a currency exchange.
Yeah, you get paid for the social media platform pays you for
the number of views. So if you get 1 million views, you get. I am crowdsourcing, but on this I'm truly curious on how this works.
Payment for views, social media. Because I know that's part, and then also when you're bringing it to advertisers, this video got this many views. There's a lot of creator funds.
Doug, are you on a creator?
No.
Are you investing in any creator funds?
There is no set price point for 1,000 views. However, depending on factors including engagement rates, audience demo, and quality of content, influencers can expect about 1 and 5 cents per 1,000 views.
Ooh,
1 cent.
1 cent every 5,000 views? Is that?
Some folks have reported receiving as little as $1 for a view or $10 for 1,000 views. So
somebody owes me some money then.
Who?
Yeah, a lot of my posts get 1,000 views. Nobody's giving me any pennies.
Rockio's taking it all.
He's wetting his beak.
Yeah, they can have it.
Well, I suppose you have to have the advertiser first. You got to have an advertiser probably agree to pay you this amount for the views.
Yeah, I don't do it for views. I just do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I had one get to 1.7 million. I didn't see a dime.
Really?
I think you have to enroll in their creator program. And so it's not just one-off viral videos can get you paid a large amount. It's you have to be consistent with it.
Which video got 1 million views that you did?
Not allowed to talk about it, Doug, and I'm very serious.
Wow.
Not allowed to talk? Someone's going to whack you if you do?
I had to take it down.
Oh.
Sign some papers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
You got in trouble.
Yeah, you could say that.
Wow, again.
Okay.
Well, Doug, we'll let it be. It sounds like the chairman's being serious.
I'll tell you during a break.
Let it rest.
Fair enough. I don't know. Okay. I announced my 4th divorce on Instagram. Really helped. This helped me reel in my current button-weaned husband. That's from the self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom.
Divorced 4 times.
Button-weaned. That's his nickname. Oh, gosh.
I'm surprised they got married, but it sounds like it might have been a financial move more than this gentleman can bring me to climax move.
She didn't care at this point.
But, hey, if she can get there with his butt and ween, you tip your cap.
Yeah. To each your own.
Yeah.
4th divorce.
Poor guy living in a pool house.
Hey, Doug, has your struggle with tall fescue brought you to tears? That's from Dillian Harpoon.
There's not much growing back there. It doesn't rain. It doesn't ever rain. Might rain tomorrow morning a little bit.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's going to soften the greens for you to attack pins on a Friday?
I hope.
How often do you water?
Every day.
As a society, we're in a pretty good spot right now. We've got a-holes crying for views and then other a-holes watching it. We're screwed. That's why I shaved my balls for this. Apologize. That's my key finder that I have to use because my son takes my keys. Thank you.
He takes them, and does he hide them, or you just don't know
I don't think
go?
it's intentional since he's 2. I can't turn this damn thing off.
I mean, that's just the nature of like everything being on social media. People are going to watch it. Like it becomes habitual. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like if you were to like try to put your phone away for whatever it is, 3-4 hours at a time,
I couldn't do it.
You would actually have like
turn off.
What's happening with that?
I cannot get it to turn off.
Is that you think your car alarm's going off?
No, it's different than that.
The battery's going out.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh, I think it ended.
that sounded like a
dead battery right there.
It sounded like a Nintendo's turning off.
Okay. Oh, man, that was close. Oh, well, if you're listening at home and you were injured by that, you might want to call Brown and Crouppen. Usually they take bigger cases than that, but you got to call them to find out if your case is worthy. If you think you might have a potential personal injury lawsuit, Brown and Crouppen is a local law firm here to serve you. They believe that everyone deserves access to the best representation possible. That's why they work on a contingency basis. That means you don't pay anything up front. In fact, you only pay if you win. That's just one of the ways they take care of their clients and level the playing field against the big insurance companies. We know the principals, Terry Crouppen, Andy Crouppen, Ed Herman. They've all been in here and talked with us. Wonderful guys. And they've built a team of more than 250 legal professionals with 9 offices in the area. There's someone there just waiting to help you if you need justice. If you think you may need Brown & Crouppen services, here's a number to call, 314-222-2222. Or you go to brownandcrouppen.com and make sure you let them know you heard about it. Here on TMA, the choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertising. Past results are no guarantee of future results, and every case is different and must be judged on its own accord.
Doug, James Carlton is approaching his 400th 5-star review. We don't want to take it for granted, but he's at 394 5-star reviews. How about that?
That's a lot.
How about that? Lauren Bryant wrote this. Today, I had the pleasure of meeting with James Carlton and his team at State Farm in regard to an event I work with through the American Cancer Society. From the very beginning, James was incredibly supportive and enthusiastic about our mission. His dedication and community involvement truly sets him apart. James provided invaluable assistance by offering generous financial support. If you're looking for an insurance agent who goes above and beyond to support local initiatives, look no further than James Carlton. We're incredibly grateful for his partnership and look forward to collaborating with him again in the future. James Carlton, first class, it's who I work with. Made the switch about 5 years ago, and I would recommend you do the same, and they will do all the paperwork for you. It's James Carlton, carltoninsurance.net. If your insurance costs a leg and an arm, call James Carlton, State Farm. It's 8:59 in St. Louis, and we are in the Fisher Window and Door Store. 8 o'clock hour, coming up in our 5P Hustle and Heart Academy and Sports Performance. 9 o'clock hour, we'll have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. And coming up on November 15th at St. Gabriel's, we have TMA Trivia Night. It's the third annual.
That's right.
$50 is going to get you everything. It's $50 a ticket. And you can have a table of 8 with your friends and your family.
It's a fun night.
That is. It's a great night. And the $50 is going to get you barbecue from Heavy Smoke, beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. It's coming up on November 15th. Go to TMASTL.com. And while you're there, might as well sign up to be the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Month, because we only have 2 more. And then those are all eligible for the Milagro Tequila Listener of the Year, which is coming up. That party's coming up in December.
Mm-hmm.
And we all fit asleep with each other.
Yep.
We have to sleep with each other?
Mm-hmm.
It's the rules.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't see that in my contract. I'll go back and check.
Yeah, you got to have council review.
Yeah.
We're going to tape
They
it.
snuck that in on page 3.
Tim, what kind of battery does that take? I'll swing by with a new battery and change it out for you. It's from Mayor Don.
Gosh, here come the lemons.
I don't do it for views. I do it for Trash Fish. That's from Ken Strode, but it's really from Chris Raby.
Trash fish. Some of that fish was good.
Yeah, none of it was trash.
It was all good. Fabulous Fish Co. Thank you for the scallops.
Why don't you and DraftKings Cal get together now that you're friends on Instagram?
You don't like that, do you?
Well, nobody cares.
Oh. Well, Lick seemed happy about it.
It wasn't Licks, it was DraftKings Cal.
Oh, that's right.
And then I'll videotape me boning the fish.
Hey, Raby, now that we're friends on Instagram, let's collab on a whistle-blowing snoot. I got some audio. Let's just keep looping it. Act like it happens every day.
Hello, la, la, la.
Doug, you can head to the Post-Dispatch sports section and get fired up about everything that's going on.
There's more than...
There's a lot out there.
Isn't it...
Barron?
Benjamin Hockman has a column on whether or not Illinois can beat Oregon. Then persistent practice helps Bo Bell's power Koriezu into the Class 4 softball quarterfinals.
Mm-hmm. Shout out
Then
Bo.
the next story is all roads lead to NC State for Howell Central's Jordan Smith and St. Pius's Hannah Leffridge. Then nothing on what I think is probably the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Number 21 Mizzou to face reeling Tide as number 15 Alabama tries for reset against the Tigers. Nothing about Brady Cook being doubtful, but Alabama is labeled as reeling. Thomas's injury could derail Blues from their playoff chase. You can make a case for that being the lead, but that's in the tip sheet. Lindenwood Steve Hall, one of two St. Louisans on the Jerry Rice Award watch list. And then Eli Hoff has a live chat coming up at 11 o'clock.
Okay. They must have done some marketing research that tells them they need to go hyper-local, maybe?
High school.
Yeah.
Now's your time, Henshin. Send in a resume because covering a lot of high school sports here.
I think Henshin's going to be here. I really do.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
love that Brian Henshin.
You think he wouldn't flirt with you as much if he's writing for the Post-Dispatch?
It would be more uncomfortable, yeah. Just to know he's, right down the street.
Well, especially if the editor listens to the show in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Doesn't he work for us?
Good,
Not anymore.
Good cross-marketing.
That's right.
Well, I do enjoy watching high school sports. I don't enjoy reading about a lot of high school sports that doesn't involve the school I went to or my kids go to.
When I was in high school, I did read a lot of that
Yeah,
stuff because people you know, or if you're playing the sport, other teams. But yeah, after that, it's not as much. But for parents, I'm sure.
You think maybe they're trying to appeal to a much younger demographic, get people in high school to
That
maybe
and
read the
parents.
paper every now and then?
And parents, yeah.
What's this Parkway school down by me off Fifi to the Vikings?
Parkway North.
Is that north?
Yeah.
I got a bone to pick with them.
Oh, no. No.
You turn the public address announcing down, man. I can sit on my patio every Friday and Saturday between the guy bitching about my smoking and this, "Earth down Vikings." I can hear it all the way from my house. You don't need it that loud.
Well, it's just carrying well, I guess, the sound.
It's awfully loud. It's got to be over a mile from my house to Parkway North.
Oh. I hear the Lindbergh band from my house, and it's a mile and a half away, 2 miles maybe.
Liquor stick? You think about going out there and join them?
I can't isolate the clarinet, but I can hear a marching band playing from the high school.
You should go out there and play with them.
I no longer have any reeds, and my embouchure is shot.
Do you still have your clarinet?
No.
I don't know.
I wish I did.
Yeah, I bet.
I don't know what I ever did with it. But this Parkway North thing, the noise level it's probably bugging a lot of the residents.
Yeah. I'm sure my upstairs neighbor is going to go to Parkway North and bitch that it's too loud.
Are you unable to sleep at night because of this?
Well, I'm usually up on Friday and Saturday when the football game's going on.
Yeah.
In my room, I can't hear it, but sitting outside, it doesn't bother me. I was just being facetious, but I can't hear it from my house.
Yeah. It is a long way away from your house to be able to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you're having to deal with that.
Touchdown! Johnny Johnson.
Johnny Johnson scoring touchdown.
Welcome to Trip City, bitch. Trip City, bitch.
That was Columbia, Missouri last Saturday, Doug. Will it be Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Eugene, Oregon this weekend?
If Mizzou beats Alabama down there, they're going to come after DeBoer like there's no tomorrow.
They already are.
They'll want him out.
Ooh, that's going to be tough. That's gonna be really tough, especially since he kind of teased them with that win over Georgia.
Yeah.
Because that was obviously the first real test. You pass it with flying colors, essentially. And first half and then the comeback, like, so quickly after. And then after that, losing to Av Vandy, I mean, that's just... It's going to be tough to get over.
Yeah.
You kind of have to win a natty.
He may
now
not
in the
ever
next
live
2
that
years.
What if Vanderbilt beats Texas this week and they're getting 17 and a half at home?
Gosh, I'll be pulling for him.
Yeah, that'd be great if Vandy beat Texas. That would be outstanding.
Doesn't look good when you lose to Vandy and before the game, your former coach, the legend, says, it's hard to win on the road in the SEC except for Vanderbilt.
Yeah.
And then they lose to Vanderbilt in Vanderbilt.
Well, There's a different Vandy squad.
Diego Pavia. Ferrario's ball gag is short in Missouri. We won't have Cook or Noel. It's probably an L. That's from Ferrario's ball gag.
Probably, yeah.
I think Brady will
Good
fly.
call.
I think you'll see Brady out there.
I always hope I'm wrong, and then every week I watch TV and I go, no, they are who we thought they were. In this case, I don't think they are what their record says they are.
Beat Roll Tide. Fight, Tiger. Beat Roll Tide. Go, fight, win.
Tigers, rah, rah, rah. Tigers, siskumba. That's what I cheer. With a raccoon coat on.
Chris Raby says he has an audio postcard in the chamber for Ken.
It's in your email, Jackson.
Oh, that'd be nice to hear.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Can't wait.
Could we hear that now, please?
Presently, you mean?
Yes.
It's not up to you.
Well, I'm just offering. I'm just asking.
All right, here we go.
It's probably a good one.
This fall, coming to CBS.
The guy dies.
From the mind of Ken Strode.
Goes to heaven.
One of the most creative minds of a generation has done it again.
And his whole purpose of going to heaven.
From executive producer Ken Strode.
Is to talk to dead people who you want to hear a story from.
It's random dead celebrities, criminals, and people Ken thinks are awesome at playing guitar, bump into each other and some other people in heaven and talk to each other.
John F. Kennedy, Lee Harvey Oswald. Oh, hey, Johnny Cash, what up?
That's right. Ken Strode has done it again.
I would like to do one like Gilstrap does. Once a week, I want to walk down the hall with somebody walking by me. And
Strode delivers audiences another runaway freight train of dizzying and nonsensical entertainment.
But I thought of a podcast that I could do the other day. I watch these commercials. And I find something wrong in every commercial I watch.
From the brain that brought you, that's right, not just one, but two completely separate podcast ideas about watching bad commercials.
I want to do a podcast critiquing awful commercials. I've seen some of the stupidest commercials.
This fall, Ken Strode sinks his teeth into an all-new project.
1 week you're talking to Marilyn Monroe. What really happened? Bobby Kennedy came in and drugged me.
A project about random people from the past that pop into his head and what it might sound like if they for some reason talked to each other or interviewed each other. We aren't really sure.
I got a phone call from J. Edgar Hoover. He hates the Kennedys. They were afraid I was going to drop some bombshells on the president. Well, the next thing I know, I'm dead. They put a bunch of pills in me.
From the creator of this.
I'm the coach, and she's doing everything but bowling. And then
What is she doing?
I have the ending perfect.
From the man oblivious to any and all social cues, who decided it was the right time to word vomit an unsolicited and downright terrible business idea, to a former teacher turned OnlyFans model who was desperately seeking out any glimmer of inspiration, any sign from the universe that might point her towards a newfound purpose.
What we need in this area is a coffee shop. What? You start the Brandon Coppage coffee shop. People know who you are. You come in, sell some Danish. People can just come in, sit on their laptop, have coffee, hang out with you.
Anything but a f***ing coffee shop. Critics are saying, this fall, all roads point to Strode.
I don't know how to write screenplays.
And Strode simply cannot be stopped.
And every time I'm giving her, okay, now what we got to do is we got to get the, hold on, I don't like my shoes. And then she goes back up to get different shoes.
And what in the actual f*** is this show?
I'm hungry. I'm going to go get something to eat. Can't eat French fries before you bowl. You're going to get your hands all greasy.
Seriously, guys, did someone actually green light this thing? And if so, who from their past hurt that individual so horrifically that it led them down this path, this dark, desolate, haunting path?
And then she picks up the ball and it goes flying off of her fingers at me. Then she's doing something else. Time to bowl. She's putting on makeup. She's on the phone.
This fall on CBS, the only thing that could possibly slow down Ken Strode? John Kiowski, market manager of Hubbard Radio St. Louis, who did exactly that after Ken sent an email with what he called ideas to various Hubbard higher-ups, when in reality he was shamelessly begging for a free place to live, a new mattress, and God only knows what else.
I don't want any more of those memos going anywhere. I don't want them going to the other employees, the sales managers.
The sales staff doesn't need any ideas anymore from me.
told you that years ago.
So tune in this fall, only on CBS.
You don't know what Marilyn Monroe thinks. No, but you get her in heaven and you just kind of sit down and have lunch with her.
Where else could you hear Fats Domino interview the kid from James and the Giant Peach?
Hey, Jim Morrison, what's up? How are you?
That's right, you f***ing idiot. Nowhere else.
I mean, you know, if you
This fall, only on CBS.
And then I have the ending. I'm getting so frustrated. I get Shay Bittenbender.
Actually, probably not.
To come in and just say,
definitely not.
And Lux goes, hey, isn't that Shay Bodenfeeder?
Nope.
All roads lead to Strode.
That one kind of got me. Is that his voice? AI?
It's definitely AI on the announcer, the PA guy. Fast Domino interview.
Type the words you want AI to say, and it spits it out like that?
If you have a sophisticated enough, software.
Huh.
Chairman Kurt in the YouTube chat. Hold on, y'all. Only like 7 or 8 more minutes.
Yeah, it was lengthy.
I just had to play it.
It was thorough.
He worked hard on that.
Maybe a little too hard.
Well, he does good work.
What do you get out of it?
I don't know. Likes, I guess.
There's a couple lines in that made me giggle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All roads lead to
I
Strode.
did like that. This fall, all roads lead to Strode.
Nice John Kowski to get a little cameo in there, too.
Yeah, I'm sure he appreciated that.
Yeah, for the last time, I didn't ask for a free bed or a free apartment.
Just a mattress. Just one little mattress. That's all it took. Didn't even have to be a California king. Just anything.
I didn't ask for a free one.
You can send your emails in for our Design Air Heating and Cooling email today, the morning after at InsideSTL.com. It's the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Morning after at InsideSTL.com. Jackson and I go down the hallway. Doug, probably not going to be real happy about the situation, I wouldn't imagine. What's going on today's Thursday edition of Balloon Party?
I'm calling this one, I don't give a piddles about nothing but the take.
What's that mean exactly?
It's a play on I don't give a piss about nothing but the tide that we heard from Roll Tide Willie.
Yeah, Roll Tide Willie.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do like my questions.
Oh, okay. There you go, Doug. Buy up stock.
We kind of like ourselves, don't
Emails, texts, 314-881, TMA5, Schafer Door Company, sponsor of the text inbox. Schafer Door Company. Take a guess on how to spell it.
Schafer. C-H-I...
we're already off to a bad start. Pull it together, my please.
Let's say Schafer. S-H-A...
Oh.
Schafer. S-C-H-A-E-F-F-E-R.
No.
Schafer. S-C-H-A-E-F-E-R-R.
Ah!
Oh, S-C-H-A-E-F-E-R.
Yes!
Okay.
SchaferDoor.com. Jason Gosrow, Schafer Door Company. Call or text their number for TMA listeners, and here it is. 636-782-3608. It's going to get the quickest response time. They service all kinds of garage doors for service and new installs. They have Monday morning standby service for those doors that break over the weekend, and they service commercial doors as well. So, if you run a business or warehouse with big, tall doors, Schafer is experienced in these types of jobs. It's SchaferDoor.com. Call or text 636-782-3608. Schafer Door is a Clopay Master Authorized Dealer. Schafer Door, sponsor of the text inbox on TMA. We got this from the self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom, and she's going through that 4th divorce right now. What's the email today? Standings debating on making a Sunday charge. I'll include a pic of my suck pouches in order to win.
Oh.
Wow.
Gosh. I just don't like the word pouch.
When it comes to your body.
Yeah. You shouldn't have any pouches.
Kangaroos have pouches. Self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom, if you went on a run, if you ran the table, you would win.
Yeah,
So,
still enough time.
Just keep that in mind.
If you've been divorced 4 times, does that mean it's probably your fault? It's on you?
Yeah, I would think so. Hard to live with.
But she says her husband has a button ween?
Yeah, she keeps finding these guys with small weens.
Well, you knew he had a ween before you married him.
You think the first 3 were also wealthy? Be curious.
Because then you think there might be that might be what the search is about, and not the size of the love.
Kanye and Jamie Foxx made a song about it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Was that 2000?
I don't know the years, Tim. I don't know.
Stephen Wildwood says, I have a paunch.
That's different than a pouch.
You prefer a paunch?
I think it's more common than a pouch.
Yeah.
People think it'd be cute to hang out in that pouch. There's nothing but all kinds of gooey, slimy stuff in that pouch.
Doug?
Huh?
Whose pouch are we talking about?
Kangaroo pouch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It's all mucus.
People think it'd be cool to hang out in there?
Yeah, it'd be nice and warm and cozy. You see pictures, nice. Oh, look at that little kangaroo. It must be nice and cozy in there. No, he's covered in crap.
Well, it is an animal. It lives outdoors. Not like Mama Kangaroo gets to shower 2-3 times a day.
Not very friendly either.
Kangaroos, not friends of the feather.
No.
People eat that kangaroo meat, though.
I enjoy watching them box humans. Have you ever seen those videos?
Good stuff.
Self-made stay-at-home Ladue mom has issued a statement regarding her divorces. No, it was not my fault, Doug. And yes, all 4 have been wealthy. And it's just a strange coincidence. So she wants that on the record that she is not necessarily looking for money.
Okay.
It's refreshing to see rich white women.
Yeah,
I mean, she does fine on her own, and I would imagine that monogramming business will be separate property.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
I would hope for her sake.
Don't sleep on the charcuterie board design team.
Well, she could be old money.
She strikes me as she's an opportunist. Which is fine. Well, which is fine.
Wow.
It's fine.
Damning comment.
It's fine.
If you could be
Not
anything
really, but
out there, being old money would be right at the top of the list, right? Never really have to worry about money or
yeah, I mean,
work.
Unless you're the
job.
family. Like the old dude that married Anna Nicole Smith. They thought they were going to be great until she took all of it.
Yeah.
So you got to watch out for those gold diggers.
Yeah.
If you're family members.
But I'm sure they lived very well before that.
Yeah, and I don't
That's
think
a
she. I
rare
don't think she
case.
got any of it either. Not much of it. They won their lawsuit.
Yeah, as they should.
Morning, are you taking questions for QFTA? How does station management feel about Iggy treating the receptionist as if she's a 1940s secretary mailing off Iggy's porn DVDs and laser printing MapQuest directions to married listeners' wives' apartments? Thanks. That's from Hey Tim. If you need a prize pack, there's a box of pornography under my desk.
I don't understand any of that.
Prize pack.
I've never asked Jody to print off directions to an employee's apartment.
Married wives listeners or married listeners' wives.
Married listeners' wives. What married listener's wife did I ask Jody to give me directions to? Am I missing
Jody,
something?
This is one of our listeners. I'm looking to meet up with his wife. Can you print out the directions to their home?
yeah, you pull up MapQuest.com.
Did I do that?
Why are you asking us?
Did I miss something? Did I say something one day on the show that I'm not remembering?
I'd just be surprised if anybody was printing off directions anymore. Seems antiquated.
No, I don't ask Jody for much. If I did, I know she'd do it because she's a sweetheart.
Sweet talking her's not going to help.
Didn't you ask her to print off the rough draft of your first chapter?
I don't know, did I?
Yeah.
Either that or Jackson.
I definitely didn't, because then I would have been able to read it. I've yet to be given the opportunity.
You could read that thing from the International Space Station.
Yeah,
that
no
font
doubt.
was
Riz still have that?
bold too.
Yeah, it is. Riz still
Yeah,
have
I
it.
don't think Riz has written it.
Have you
read it
written
yet.
chapter 2?
No, I don't think Riz has read it yet. He still has it.
You stalled out after chapter 1?
It's bottom of some drawer in his office.
I'd love to see the look on his face.
He said,
Is that your only copy? Is that the negative?
I'm looking forward to
Another
reading
one?
it. Yeah, he hasn't read it yet.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I still
disappointing.
have it saved on my computer, but it's the only hard copy I got.
You trying to find a publisher?
No, Doug, I'm not.
Oh.
It screams of self-publishing.
Well, maybe this fall, because it is my time.
Yeah, all roads lead to Strode.
Send your emails in for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. This TMA presented to you by Brian Kerber.
Biggie's Restaurant and Bar has been a staple of the community for over 30 years and is serving your favorites like the steak sandwich, waffle fries, and so much more. It's not just the food that's rocking. With a full bar and patio, Biggie's is the perfect spot for lunch, dinner, and a little laughter. Biggie's original hours are back. Open 11 a.m. till midnight, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And 11 a.m. till 1 a.m. on Friday and Saturday. Check out the full menu at biggiesrestaurant.com and stop in today.
Hustle and Heart Sports Performance is the one-stop shop for St. Louis area football-specific and athletic training located in O'Fallon, Missouri. Hustle and Heart utilizes the top trainers in St. Louis, led by its owner, 8-year NFL vet Pierre Desir. We have a 40-yard turf field, college-style weight room, red light sauna, and a state-of-the-art recovery room to service all of your athletes' needs. For more info, check out hustleandheartsportsperformance.com or call Dustin at 314-440-8457.
Hey, this is Tim McKernan. I regret not managing my finances better in my 20s and my 30s, and now I see how crucial it is for achieving major life goals. Mark Hannon with Evergreen Wealth Strategies helps everyday people every day with their finances, discussing cash flow, liquidity, investments, insurance, and tax-efficient strategies. No matter your financial planning stage, Mark will boost your confidence and keep you on track. Learn more at evergreenstl.com.
Equitable Advisors, LLC, member FINRA, a broker-dealer and a SEC registered investment advisor. Equitable Financial Advisors and MI. Evergreen Wealth Strategies is not a registered investment advisor. It does not provide tax advice.
Listeners ought to check out Collier and Thompson, support the sponsors, and have the best contractors in St. Louis work on your kitchen remodel, if that's what you want, or bathroom remodel, basement, wine room, whatever. Collier and Thompson does it all, and these are people that you can trust. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. That's not always that common for people in this line of work. They won a Torch Award for Ethics from the Better Business Bureau. Collier and Thompson on Manchester and Baldwin, next to Uncle Bill's Pancake House. Collier and Thompson, come home to quality. Online at collierandthompson.com.
Thinking about selling your home, but not thrilled about going public? Check out Compass's Private Exclusives with Jeff Lotman. With Private Exclusives, your home is shown to a select group of serious buyers. No public listing, no days on market, just real offers from real people. Their network connects you with top agents and qualified buyers, so your home gets the attention it deserves without all the fuss. Selling your home can be simple and stress-free with Compass Private Exclusives, because your home is special. Call Jeff Lotman, your Compass agent today to find out more, or visit the Lotman Group online at JEFFLOTTMANN.com.
There's nothing more important than the look and feel of your home. So now's the time to make your home your retreat. Replace your tired old windows and doors with Marvin replacement products designed to improve comfort and efficiency. Fisher Window and Door Store, a reputable local company, will guide you through the entire replacement process. Their experts will help you make the right choice for your home, and they'll measure, design, and install your new windows and doors.
Hi, I'm Jim Fisher. Since 1941, the Fisher family has provided you with quality American-made building products, including Marvin Windows and Doors. Come visit one of our showrooms in Brentwood or East Alton, and let us help you increase the value of your home.
Bring that distinct sense of quality to every room with Marvin. Visit Fisher Window and Doors' huge newly remodeled showroom in Brentwood, or Fisher Lumber in East Alton, Illinois. Quality and comfort starts at Fisher Window and Door. Online at fisherwindow.com.
This is Eric Conley, the founder of Illinois Recovery Center. At Illinois Recovery Center, our substance abuse treatment goes beyond mere recovery. It's about reclaiming lives filled with purpose, joy, and connection. Our dedicated facility is more than just a place of healing. It's a beacon of hope for individuals seeking to reintegrate into society and thrive in their work, family, and community roles. Our team is ready to help. If you or someone you know wants more information about the Illinois Recovery Center, please visit IllinoisRecoveryCenter.com.
Craving a fiesta for your taste buds? Welcome to Rosalita's Cantina, your ultimate Tex-Mex getaway. Indulge in their mouth-watering tacos, queso-smothered burritos, and the best chips and salsa imaginable. Dine in on their beautiful patio, majestic bar, elegant dining hall, or grab it to go. And don't forget to check out their location at Enterprise Center. No game or concert is complete without nachos and a margarita. Rosalita's Cantina, where the sunshine never ends. Learn more at rosalita's.cantina.com.
Want to take on some legends of TMA?
Sound the same to someone who gives a damn about the best fans in baseball! Tired of it!
The show's so great. Will there be a little speaker system out behind the dumpster, so in case you're servicing me, I'll be able to hear my name?
Then nominate yourself to be this month's TMA Listener of the Month. And if you win, you'll get recognition and other stuff. Sometimes all you have to do to win the prize is be a female.
All it takes is one fake girl to just throw this show completely off course.
Give us your name, a photo, and other pertinent information at TMASTL.com. The TMA Listener of the Month Club, quenched by Milagro Tequila. Welcome to a brighter side of tequila with Milagro. Find out more at TMASTL.com. KPN-TFM HD2, Collinsville, St. Louis. This is TMA All Day.
Well, let's put our golf where our mouths are.
Now.
It's the Brown and Crouppen Morning After.
KPN-TFM HD2.
Rock me It's the PFG. This is the remix album live from Crestwood Mall.
Oh, I used to love Crestwood Mall.
You loved watching the PFG perform.
Crestwood Plaza, where the big stores
So
are.
you would like go to the food court and like stand on one of the tables?
Show yourself off?
The PFG would, yeah.
Like no microphone?
Correct. We didn't have a budget.
And people would gather?
Yeah, outside that laser tag.
They used to have a Kroger.
You'd be surprised I never went to the Crestwood Mall.
They used to have a Kroger at Crestwood Mall. Had a
Really?
Grocery store at the mall, yeah.
How about that?
That's interesting.
The far east side there. Vanderverts. I miss Vanderverts. I'm sorry.
I don't recall Vanderverts. What's that?
It became Famous Bar later. And then
Oh, yeah.
Macy's after that.
Woolworths?
Woolworths was there. Oh, gosh, yeah.
So is that whole thing completely destroyed now? Or
Yeah,
demolished?
it's a giant Deerbergs and with a couple of restaurants.
How about that?
Strip mall, another strip mall.
All right.
There's a Panera in there, and Cybergs is building a new Mexican restaurant that's not done yet.
Did that go like extinct because of online shopping, or is it just
A little of everything. Whatever
Yeah.
causes malls to go under. They said the reason was the location. Malls need to be on a highway.
Yeah, and
And
Galleria
it
and West
wasn't.
County are certainly that.
Yeah, Chesterfield still failed. South County Mall, they always try to build them right on the highway.
Yeah. That makes sense. Galleria is still popping every weekend.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. West County, I can't speak to West County as much, but definitely Galleria.
Yeah.
I'll stop in there every once in a while.
Just walk around. You a mall walker?
No, that's maybe one day I could see myself getting into that, but
Better to walk there than just around your neighborhood for the 10,000th time, isn't it?
if it's
People
nice
watch a
out, I'd
little
much
bit.
rather walk around my neighborhood.
You know. Well, but if it's not nice out, that's when the mall walkers really kick it into gear there.
Yeah, that's
Round and round they go.
high time. But the lids, look for hats.
You go shopping for hats.
Yeah, I don't like to buy hats online because
What about TMASTLshop.com?
that's where I like to. And all of our
That white one you're walking around with Chairman Cart looks good to me. I need to get my tiny little pincers on those.
Yeah, I'm really happy with this one.
Yeah, is that the one you're wearing today?
Yep.
And they're all
Would
adjustable.
you mind coming in here and modeling that for me, boy? Do a little twirl.
Tyler.
Boss. Where's the boss boy? Tyler, stand up on the chair in the third room. Let me look at you.
Yeah, that is.
That's a nice
that ain't white though. That's the golf hat. Doug, that's the rope hat.
Light gray. I love the rope hat.
Is that coming on the
looks
YouTube
really
channel? Let me take a look. Go to YouTube.
Yeah, that's a handsome.
Oh, we're on like a satellite delay on the YouTube, Doug.
Yeah,
So
about 8 seconds.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, there, Chairman Curt. There's your entry just now. See if that hat's on there.
Very nice hat. It's a brand new one.
Yeah. I don't think this particular color and model, I don't think it's on the site.
You make your own hats?
101.
Huh.
What?
It's 1 of 1.
Oh, so you made it.
I didn't make it. The great Billy Bixson and
Billy Bixon down with the Pilgrims.
yeah.
Okay.
We have this in other colors and.
But we do have a white one, right?
Correct.
I need to get that.
Some new stuff coming out soon.
Yeah. TMSTLshop.com, Doug.
All right.
Get on there.
Yeah. A nice looking hat. I don't wear a lot of hats, but I'd certainly wear that one.
Walrus King says there's a subdivision where Crestwood Mall is.
Also, my goal is to get this hat on the Nick Saban statue this weekend.
Oh, wow. So when are you leaving? After the show tomorrow? What do you got a sound story tomorrow?
Yeah, I'll leave from KMOX around 12:30.
Debbie Monterey?
Debbie Monterey, yep.
Yeah, she's had a lot lately.
3 this week.
Really?
Oh.
Heading down there today.
And so how long of a drive are you seeing to Tuscaloosa? I'm going to go
7.5.
7.5.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to go. Nice. 7.5.
Yep.
So
How fast you drive when you get on the highway?
Well, the great James Carlton at State Farm, he got me hooked up with a drive safe discount, so I have that little device that monitors my speeding, so I'll be doing the speed limit, Doug.
Oh, good. And that saves you a lot of money?
Yeah, it legitimately knocked a bunch off of my my policy.
Huh, by having a governor put on your car.
Yep. It monitors how you do turns, your acceleration, your braking, and your speed, and your distracted driving.
Huh.
It's good incentive.
James Carlton's so good.
Okay.
He really is.
And when you're doing that, driving down to watch the Tigers face the Tide, you especially feel close to James Carlton moments like that.
Imagine if you just drove the speed limit and weren't distracted, how easy driving would be.
Yeah, but you still have the other drivers who might not be as attentive as you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you get into more trouble.
And when you speed too much, then you get anxious, too, that, am I going to get a $300 fine here?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to just loading up on some podcasts, and I don't mind good road trips.
What are you going to listen to, boy?
Bunch of college football stuff, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's what I listen to. I listen to anything else.
Holly Randall.
Yeah, she did have a new episode. She did have a new episode this week, did she?
I don't know if she
Has Ella Reese ever been on Holly Randall's podcast?
I don't believe so. So see if we can get that done. Ooh, the title of segment one of TMA today is Too Many Orgasms.
It's a great way to describe it.
That's why Nicole Kidman had to quit?
Pause filming on Baby Girl.
Sure.
I'm guessing she's just naked.
What do you got in your mouth?
Piece of ice. I bring it
The greatest radio snack of all.
No calories.
It's true.
No. Same with mustard. It'd be kind of weird just to take a spoonful of mustard every now and then.
You know, they say it's good for cramping. Like if you're
Really?
getting cramps, like if you're thinking you're going to cramp real badly, I guess it's the acidity of it. That's what my buddy Dan with the good hairline says.
Dan with the good hairline.
Yeah, God. It's like
So
goes
he's gotta
halfway
take a
down his forehead.
spoonful of mustard?
Like a packet. That's what he told. I don't know if that's like South City magic, but that's what he tells me.
I like that Ploshman's mustard.
Ploshman's.
Yeah, everybody buys French's or...
You still got that ice cube in your mouth, don't you?
No, just a cough. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, Ploshman's.
Okay.
It's kind of like the round, not tall. It's like a circular, looks like a little barrel.
The packaging.
No. Yeah, I buy packets of...
Said packaging.
Yeah, I had some of my hot dogs the other night.
Okay. All right.
Didn't get any cramps either. So.
No.
There you go. Lactic acid buildup. It'll get you if you're
I
not
can't remember
careful.
the last time I had a cramp, and I don't eat much mustard.
I get it bad. After basketball, I get it bad.
Lower leg?
It's like it wakes me up sometimes.
Have you ever seen
Sucks.
someone have one of those leg cramps where the muscle actually comes like 3 or 4 inches bigger than it normally is?
When we played, my junior year of high school, we played a game at, I think I've talked about this, Family Arena, and the best player on the other team is really, really good. He got a cramp probably in the third quarter, and so they took him off the court. We left the locker room after the game had ended, and he was still on the ground in the back dealing with this cramp. They brought an ambulance out.
Really?
I've never seen anything like it. He was screaming.
Huh.
It was crazy. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
It's like having a Charlie horse for an hour and a half.
My brother used to get him real bad at night. There was one year where he grew 9 inches in one calendar year.
9 inches in 1 year?
Yeah. And he'd wake up in the middle of the night screaming with these cramps in his legs.
Yeah, I had a buddy had something similar. He had really bad back issues because of it, because he grew like 6 inches in a year, and he had terrible back pain because of it. I'm sure similar to your brother.
Yeah.
Should have taken mustard.
Yeah, we didn't know the key at the time.
Again, this might be like some sort of home remedy from Dan with the good hairline, but he swears by it.
I don't need an ambulance. Just give me some French's mustard.
I should have given some to him.
Well, there are some of those old homemade remedies that really work.
Horseradish when your nose is stuffed.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It'll open you up?
The good horseradish. Okay. Purple stuff.
Good chili will, too. I had chili last night.
All right.
That was my dinner. I made chili last night.
All right, chili and hot dogs the night before.
Yeah. I don't know what I had Tuesday or Monday.
Well, if you could get back to us with that, it'd be nice.
I can't remember. I'm not going to remember.
No.
Jackson, tell me about Mark Hanna.
Wonderful guy. You won't feel financially cramped when you work with Mark Hanna. He is the yellow mustard to your Charlie horse. He's just a great guy. He's a wonderful guy to work with when it comes to financial advice, someone to help build you out a plan for the future. Mark Hanna does that oh so well. A lot of our TMA listeners might have several different things they want to plan for, whether it's their own retirement, kids' college fund, and everything in between. Mark Hanna can help you out with that, and he's so good at conveying his message to his clients. That's why I love working with Mark Hanna. I had a conversation with him a week ago. Felt so much better after the conversation. Didn't go into it with a lot of nerves or trepidations, but just talking about it, seeing it the way he lays it out. He learns about each individual client, helps them out, tailors his advice and the custom plans for you, not just if you're in the similar age range or salary range of somebody. That's not how Mark Hanna works. He learns about you, the individual, and helps build you out a plan from there, and then can talk with you at any time if you need to make a change or just talk it over. I love working with Mark Hanna. Call him today.
314-889-0503 or go online at evergreenstl.com. In about 15 minutes, we'll have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Doug, we have some fun with audio here. What is this second one, Jackson? at one of these motivating meetings of men you see on Instagram?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What is going on? I see things on TikTok and Instagram where guys who lift weights a lot scream at you for being a 5-letter word for cat or kitten because you're not a multimillionaire by the time you're 30 and that you're soft. And those are the guys that I follow. I'm like, man, this guy's got it figured out. Is that what we're talking about here?
Yeah, so I think it's maybe a little less than that, but it's definitely like if that was a summit of some sort and guys just got together and talked. That's what it seemed like this was. The TMA listener sent this to us. Shout out to GoGo. And I thought it was quite funny. It's a kind of a cuck situation possibility.
Okay.
So you can take a listen.
We'd love to hear it. Yeah, he's got a world of problems there. Yeah, I don't think you get back together with her at this point, do you?
You're with a girl 10 years. You have a roommate that you live with.
Mhm.
She lives there because you're obviously living in sin, likely. Then she breaks up with you, starts dating your roommate, impregnated by the roommate.
Mhm. And then he walks away.
And then now she wants to get back together with the other roommate.
Is that a cuck situation?
That might be the
ultimate cuck situation.
Yeah, that's bringing the cuckoldry right to your front doorstep.
That's not a cuck.
It's a massive, super
If that isn't a cuck, then we've
They're not-
lost the plot.
They're not together. She's not cheating on him. He's not together anymore. She broke up with him.
But
They're
they
not
were,
together.
but that's why they're not together anymore.
Well, yeah, if she was sleeping with the boyfriend or the roommate while dating him, yeah, it's a cuck. But she said they'd broken up, and now she's going out with my roommate. I don't know. It's not a cuck.
Is it at least cuck adjacent? I mean, they're living in the same place. She just essentially moved rooms.
Well, it's his problem. It's not her problem.
And his problem is he's been cucked.
No, his problem is he can't afford to move out, and she said, well, I'm not going to not have sex with the guy. I'm dating him. That's your problem. Move.
Huh.
You say he can't afford it.
Well, then...
Lease issues.
That's why he's at this meeting of elite motivating guys.
And who was interviewing him?
All the same haircut. What's
don't
up?
know who
It was like at a summit of
What's the haircut?
I think you would all recognize it. It's an aggressively short side and back of the hair, and then a quick fade into a spikier kind of Marty McGee look.
Mm-hmm.
Marty Smith. I can't remember his name.
Okay. Well, I would recommend he not go back to this gal.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
Because now you'd be essentially like raising your buddy's kid who also lives with you.
Yeah. And doesn't his friend, his roommate, doesn't he want to be with the child?
I would
he want to be the father?
Yeah, I would think. That's tough.
That's all made up.
You don't think it's real?
The follow-up will be, well, he will get back with her, but the other guy's still living there too, so now he's got a conundrum.
No, he's been cucked himself.
Yeah. Hey, now he's back with her, and I'm still living there too. What should I do? I can't afford to move out either. Now she's pregnant again with his kid.
I think Ox might have been off, and I haven't looked
No
at
one
the
heard
text
it.
line.
Is that what you're telling? No one heard it.
A couple hundred people on YouTube, I guess, didn't
Yeah, people on YouTube. I don't know if I'm getting ripped for it. Yeah, I am.
Oh, You are, okay. yep.
Yeah, confirmed.
What, do you have to play it again now?
It didn't seem to resonate as well as I thought it might. Yeah, I'll just play it again.
Okay.
It's a quick clip.
You have a girlfriend, wife?
Ex-girlfriend now.
You guys were living together when COVID happened?
We still are.
When did you get break up?
3 months ago.
And why we still living in the same place?
Lease agreements. I can't really afford to move out on my own right now.
And her? What's her excuse? Is there
Dating
anyone?
my roommate now.
I'm really sorry to hear that.
We were together for 10 years.
How are you?
Honestly, not that okay. What's really me up is that she wants to get back together, but she's pregnant now.
With his? And what do you think?
I don't know.
Because your brain says one thing and your emotions say another.
Obviously, I want to get back together with her, but now that she's pregnant, it's like, is it even possible?
That's for the YouTube folk. I'm gonna have to wear this one too. Pretty ice cold 36 hours for me.
Good news is balloon party starts in 19 minutes.
That's one way of looking at it. That's where I really do my worst work.
Yeah. So you think the girl wants to get back with the original boyfriend? Maybe he's got more promise. Maybe he's got more future.
Bigger hog.
That could,
I don't know about that.
10 years. To leave someone after 10 years, that's so wrong, first of all. For both the roommate and her.
For everyone involved.
That's so wrong. You can't do that. That's so
What kind of future he's got? He can't afford to live on his own.
Yeah, that's not good. Well,
seems like a cuck.
What do we do?
Doug here is a Paul Feinbaum caller talking SEC football, and then all of a sudden all hell breaks loose with his Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
Paul, I watched, what's his name? Stephen A. Smith. He wants to keep crowing that Deion Sanders should be up for Coach of the Year. Will you shut up? I'm trying to talk to Paul.
Hey, Vance, exactly who is there?
My damn cat.
Oh, okay.
That was the call.
Did that strike you as a bit?
Yes.
Yeah. Struck me as a bit.
I think there's a lot of sketches and bits going on. But hey, you know what? God bless. I guess that's the play.
Phone calls nowadays, no matter what you're doing, what format, it's all bits.
You think we had a bit from Ellen, DraftKings Cal, Drew, and...
but these national ones now. And Stephen A. Smith reading these fake emails. This comes from Johnny. Johnny Cakes 2468897.
They send him the tweets, and he puts them up. He puts them on the screen. So people are tweeting at them. I don't know if they're actually in these situations they're tweeting about, but they are real tweets.
Yeah, but I mean, they're made up.
Like the stories are made up.
Stories are made up.
Mm-hmm. What's your your investigation process to find out if a story is real or fake?
Just listen to it.
Here you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you need.
Yeah, we've had some people try to pull the wool over our eyes here, for sure.
Stephen Wildwood just let the mic drop for us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I hear that as well.
Yeah.
He must be upset at the Blues injury situation.
We had a lovely erotic story sent in for QFT.
Yeah, and it was a real one, too, Doug.
It was really good.
Was. Absolutely sure it was.
It was lesbianic in nature.
I don't even have to hear it, and I know it was real.
It was very lesbianic.
We're going to hear Steve now?
Well,
No, that's for their show.
Oh,
Balloon Party.
save that. Okay.
They don't take calls over there.
No. Okay.
Taken from Gabe. Come up Friday.
I wish we take mic drops, and then we can listen to it before we put it on.
It's better to hear it live and just have the train wreck play out right in front of our face.
It's kind of naughty.
Yeah, like the dirty.
Hello, petite lesbian.
Yeah, she hadn't called in a couple of weeks now.
Is that the firefighter?
I think so, yeah.
She's real, by the way.
Really?
How do you know?
I've talked to her quite a bit since her calls.
You've connected with her?
Yeah. Trying to get her to the end of the year party in December.
Really?
The chairman has shown me some proof of that, and I can agree that she is real.
Okay. Lesbian firefighter. Petite.
Seems very much so.
Okay.
And the Baldwin beer bitch is real, too.
But that, it's all happening for us,
Look
Doug.
at us.
Sent me a friend request.
Really?
Did you accept?
Yeah.
Something happening there? Is there some smoke there? Because where there's some smoke, there's often some fire.
No, I'm just saying she sent me a DM as well, so I know she's real. Same picture she sent in here is on her profile picture.
Yeah.
So unless that person pretended to be...
Well, I suppose that could happen, too.
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Quit sending us naked video of males, okay?
Never thought you'd have to scold the audience and tell them that.
Bob Bragg and Bob Burns ran into that,
Happen
right?
all the time. Always.
Oh, gosh, that's sick. I'm thinking of Rennie right now.
Tim, have you lost touch with Janie the lesbian? That makes me kind of sad. She was awesome. No, I was texting with her like last month or 2 months ago. It was her grandma's. Doug was at her grandma's 90th birthday.
I just don't know how old Grandma is.
And I was asking Edmonds to, let's see, August 3rd, 2 months ago, wish her grandma 90th birthday on the Cardinal broadcast.
Mm.
There you go.
Nice.
I haven't seen her, though. She's up in Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Her and the Viking Queen.
Queen.
That's right.
Janie, you want to touch?
Oh, Jay.
You think he's talking about someone's feet there? Like if Janie went to touch someone's feet?
Probably so.
It's the right thing to do is to offer a lady.
Offer someone else's feet up to your friend. Like they don't have a say in it if it's your feet.
Like it's chips and dip. Would you like some?
Well, maybe it's another lesbian.
Well, could well have been. We just don't know for sure now. It's been so long.
Think it's snowing in Minnesota yet?
No. But soon, could. We had snow in the middle of October when I lived up there.
It's 52 degrees right now in Minnesota.
Yeah.
It's warmer there.
Well, it's warmer there now than it used to be. Yeah.
Guys, save the hyper-localized mass appeal topics like famous bar. Was it third quarter or fourth when the guy got a cramp? And if listeners are real for sweeps week when syndication scouts are listing, that's in the ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
It's for sure the third quarter.
We still have syndication scouts looking at us. Remember we had some guy from Montana or Idaho down here?
Yeah. Really liked our craft and thought it could work in was it Great Falls?
I think we're big in Butte.
Helena.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So it'd just be syndic. You guys wouldn't have had to move to Montana.
No, heavens no, we're not moving.
But it's fun when talent scouts from Montana start buzzing around.
Hit it big.
Giving you the idea that possibly that your show could be syndicated in your market.
Most of
Big
the huge
market, too.
media agents are based out of Montana, Big Sky Country.
Guys,
Turner.
Guys, Johnny Johnson here, Butte, Montana. Heard your top 13 list of chicken fingers by this guy, Biff. We love it. I'd like to get you down here. Would you take $1 a day?
Yeah. Would be nice to get that raise, but we'll just keep working hard, keep our nose to the grindstone.
Nose to the grindstone, that's right. We'll have the Design Air Heating and Cooling email of the day. Then we go down the hallway. We are going to have to deal with the situation. And Doug Jackson's going to give you a little tease of what's coming up on Balloon Party.
Okay, what is it, Jackson?
Little tease. I don't give a piddles about nothing but the take. I'll probably talk a little bit about, I got some stuff on the Robert Thomas injury. I got some stuff on baseball, more both macro and in regard to the Cardinals. State of sports viewing. A lot of different topics, pretty wide-ranging, but fun nonetheless. Really look forward to it, and we'll break it all down.
I like that.
It's wide-ranging, but fun nonetheless.
Yeah, Chief, Blues, Leafs, what do you say? Can the Blues play a full 60 minutes of hockey?
Oh, 200-foot game.
Sandpaper?
Mm-hmm. That's all you really have to say to
Foxa?
preview the game.
It's Foxa, right?
Radek Foxa, yeah.
I've been going Foxia, and I feel like I've been wrong.
No, yeah, that is wrong. Longtime Dallas Star.
The internet is still buzzing about a blonde Texas Longhorns fan from Saturday night's game against Georgia. The fan, who the Daily Mail reported is Kiara Meyer, a University of Arkansas student and Texas native, caught the public's attention when ESPN cameras focused on her appearing somber in the stands. Taking to social media on Wednesday, Meyer shared. Do you pronounce it Mayer or Meyer, Doug? It's M-A-Y-E-R?
Mayer.
Good. Yeah. Shared a bunch of photos from the game, which took place at Darrell K. Royal Memorial Stadium in Austin. Mayer, who posed with her friends in the front row, looks stunning in a strapless dress.
Okay.
The blue-eyed beauty donned a pair of white cowboy boots and accessorized with a clear stadium bag.
Please.
Accessorizing?
Please.
Mayer wasn't the only Texas fan who went viral at the game. Grant Walther got the meme treatment after ESPN camera showed him looking down and out while Texas was trailing Georgia 30-15 with less than 4 minutes left in the game. Walther said he wants to make the most of his viral moment. I want to be a lawyer.
Like fourth grade, career day.
That's my goal. I never had internet meme as something that I wish to achieve, but I guess it's here. Yeah. It's been the most out-of-this-world experience. Walther said he hopes to turn his newfound fame into a charitable event with Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, please. His newfound fame. They took one cutaway on you in a football broadcast.
His hair was it was crazy. It looked like he had...
Doug, it is the thickest head of hair that I have ever seen.
I've never seen hair like
wow.
that. Someone cropped it onto the Mount Rushmore, and it's so funny.
Looks like it could be Rob Blagojevich's son.
Yeah, but if he just poofed it out, it's all poofed out. It's the most unbelievable head of hair I've ever seen.
How old is he?
Probably
Doug,
20.
how old is that boy?
He looks 18 to 20, 22 maybe, I don't know. Man, that's some hair.
Yeah.
That's how Pamela Anderson got spotted.
Yeah, at a Canucks game, wasn't it? Or maybe it was,
like Toronto or somewhere.
Something in Vancouver.
Just a shot in the crowd, and someone said, wow,
she was the
find her.
Labatt Blue girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so and then goes up from there.
No, she got from being spotted in a crowd, she got the Labatt Blue.
And then from there, discovered.
Baywatch
Wow,
and everything
that's
else.
crazy.
Baywitch.
The BC Lions football game.
There you go, Chairman.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's all
Hawk
it
Tuah
took.
girl. The Hawk Tuah girls ruin this country.
She's ruined the whole country.
951.
Well, now everybody thinks they can just go out and do one thing and become viral and become rich.
Well, but
He's just sitting there. The
They don't
camera
really have
turned
control.
to him.
Well, I'm sure he knew somebody's looking at him.
Oh, how could he? He's sitting in a crowd of 100,000 people.
I'm just
It's
gonna,
not. It's not them that's doing it.
I
It's
see it every week.
social
at
media.
Football games. Everybody looks dejected, so I'm going to do it. Maybe they'll get me on.
Well, a lot of people look dejected when their team's about to lose.
I think this girl dressed up like that for a football game, hoping she wouldn't get noticed.
Well, what are the odds that she would?
This is such an odd line to take.
What are the odds that she would get noticed?
What are the
Out of
odds the Hawk
100,000?
Tuah girl's going to be interviewed on the street and it's going to go viral?
1 in 100 million, but it happened.
Yeah, so there's always a chance. So
There
might as
you
well
go,
take
Doug.
it.
Yeah. But it's not like they're responsible for ruining the country. It just shows that it doesn't take a lot anymore to get our attention.
Doug, we got to do the design, air, heating, and cooling email of the day.
Okay.
Ow! I've been disappointed in the callers before. Absolutely, I have on many occasions, but never to this extent. First, it was the widow woman who provided a vivid description of back fat on men who don't wear bras. Then she trauma dumped that she's relocating to an urban-adjacent poor part of the Central Corridor while fielding offers from horny, married, 97% gay men firing on her via the text inbox until she got so bored with her own call that she started yawning as a means to hit the eject button on said call. Next up, we had a lonely guy from Texas who really likes the sound of his own voice. He claims he's an audio engineer, but you wouldn't know it from the quality of his connection, as he sounds like he's calling from the back of a pickup truck. In a line reminiscent of Rich from Maryland Heights, who once said, "You don't have the balls to answer whether you think Jeff Fisher should come back or not." This guy claimed no one else had the balls to call in to complain about the nose whistling, or maybe no one else wanted to sit on hold indefinitely just to get on the air in order to beg for someone else to invite them to play golf. Throw in the odd flex that Chris Raby follows him on Instagram. And a humble brag that he's friends with Mr. Licks but doesn't have his number. And he may have locked up Worst Caller of the Year nomination. Just when I didn't think the show could get any dumber, the next caller wanted to offer a counterpoint on Mr. Licks' chicken wings rankings. Never mind that Licks was ranking chicken strips, not wings. Nice show prep, ass. Then he had the nerve to slander Acoustic Sessions, accuse them of being Mr. Fix, and claim they didn't write the President's Day song despite it being posted on their YouTube channel. He's a horse's ass for doing that.
Yeah.
From Buck Swope.
Buck Swope with a nice little email this morning.
The potential doom coming this weekend for Mizzou and Illinois was almost a welcome reprieve from the gaggle of phone calls this morning, but Raby really turned the show around with his Ken Time commercial on Doug's Big Channel. Congratulations to stay-at-home Ledoux mom on his epic run to win the month. But like the good book says, boob should be used for good, not Milagro tequila. That's from Shooter McGavin, the Vice President of Researching Fish for Clickbait, with absolutely any suggestion of sex, not sex the texter.
Shooter McGavin.
A haiku for you. He sits on my face.
No.
Do I get a hint of cheese? His turds are my curds.
No.
That's from the Lord of Ledoux, which is in the east side of Huntley.
Awful. Lord of Ledoux, east side of Huntley.
The phone lines are and have always been poison. Here's a little hint for you guys. Just because someone calls your show does not mean you have to put them on the air. We didn't need to hear about the top 45 chicken sandwiches in St. Louis. One bright spot was caller Ellen. Please make her a permanent host, because listening to her describe the greasy back fat spilling out of a hefty gentleman's sports bra made me rock hard. I'd pay good money to hear her talk more about chubby Cottleville man boobs sweating in a lace boy brassiere. Guys are wearing lace bras?
A lot of them are, yeah.
When Elsie scolded Ledoux Boy for interrupting her with the meow drop, I realized that TMA is missing a motherly figure to keep you guys in line. You are at your best when a woman's in studio. You all sit up a little straighter and actually try to produce quality content instead of simply rambling on about famous bar and crackers at Quick Trip. A TMA billet mom would really do you fellas some good. Meanwhile, Jackson, the king of all townies, could barely contain his lust for Eric in the Central West End today, which is very on brand for someone who publicly daydreams about coupling with Retief Goosen. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go clean up the that leaked in my undies thanks to Colin Ellen's pillow talk. That's from the JV golf coach.
No, he got nasty.
And
JV golf coach.
Finally, interested in pretending the most hyper-specific anecdotal St. Louis-based stories appeal to more than just you? Then tune into the newly improved TMA. If you're listening to this, it means you've never been out or will ever get out of this parochial hellscape. So let's share high school stories all day app. That's what they're calling TMA all day now?
And our town is a parochial hellscape?
Cut that off. I tuned in from 5 to 7 a.m. before the show today, and it was a 2-hour block of your most famous live remotes. Yes, 2016, when you spent 38 minutes breaking down the controversy at the Hoop It Up 3-on-3 tournament live from the gross needle-infested alleyway behind Ted Drew's during Frozen Custard Frenzy. For some reason, you interviewed a guy named Fungo who talked about his wing recipe. All aboard, because next you broadcast live from the Kirkwood train station's lobby to talk golf under the sound of a freight train escaping St. Louis every 10 minutes. Just a couple guys talking St. Louis's finest golf courses that locals treat like they're playing at Augusta. Oh, good. The text line is fighting over whether Normandy Golf Club or Forest Park has cold or RC Cola at the turn. And you're reading every single text. Some boned up YouTube commenter said he feels like an Evans Scholar every time he tees off next to the highway at Normandy. Because what's more prestigious than trying to sink a birdie while watching Cletus get arrested for pissing in plain sight of an all-girls school? Next, an entire QFTA where a listener wanted you and Jackson to opine on the most intense 7th grade CYC soccer championships of the past decade, broadcast from Crondelet Park on the very field where the legendary 2013 game between Queen of All Saints and St. Margaret of Scotland went down. While dogs barked in the background and Timberfake peddled fake girl next door tickets, Jackson bravely interviewed kids trying to fly kites.
Man on the street.
My personal favorite was when you broadcast live from the parking lot of Tropical Moose Shaved Ice in Valley Park. Unfortunately, there was an aux-on, aux-off issue that led to the entire show being nothing but dead air. While you guys did that thing you do, where you pull up a photo on your phone and pass it around. As you're in a treehouse by yourselves. Doug, that's from the Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
That's what we have for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today.
Well, the Buck Swope again was good. Old Faithful, but I'm going to have to go for the last guy. Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat.
Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat is making a Timmy Tom type run.
Yeah, it's fun to watch this.
I agree with Doug.
I mean, Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat has just closed the gap to 1 on Buck Swope and JV Golf Coach. And as strange as it is that Buck Swope and JV Golf Coach are leading, it feels inevitable that Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat's going to win this month.
Well, he's got the momentum.
Even 50% of that, is still going to be good enough to win. I mean,
it's just amazing.
This Buck Swope is clever, though. He could hack
I know
into
he's
this guy's
very
computer.
good. He's very good. I thought JV Golf Coach was good too.
Yeah. What'll it do?
Well, JV Golf Coach was crude.
But Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat is kind of Tiger in 2000 right now.
Well,
you can be at your best, but your best isn't going to be even remotely close to 75% of his best, and that's just fun to watch.
All right. Well, he won today for sure.
Congratulations, Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat. So Buck Swope 5, JV Golf Coach 5, Ghost of Gangster Pete's hat 4. There's your standings for the Design Air Heating and Cooling email today. Don't forget TMA Trivia Night coming up on Friday, November 15th at St. Gabriel's. It starts at 7:30, and you can purchase single tickets or tables of 8 or anything in between. Go to TMASTL.com, and the tickets are on sale now for $50 a person. And those tickets include food from Heavy Smoke Barbecue, plus beer, canned cocktails, and seltzers from Show Me Beverages while supplies last. Time for us to shut it down for Jackson, Bennett, Burkett, Chairman Kurt, Kenneth Iggy Strode, my brother Kevin, Douglas Elvin, Vaughn, Tim McKernan. This has been TMA, presented to you by Brown and Crouppen.
Hey, if you like the morning after, check out Balloon Party on 101 ESPN. HD1, by the way. It's Sports Talk with Tim McKernan and Action Jackson from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. each week.